can you hear us?
That's the first question. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? We should probably go to the chat make sure that people are responding.
We have plenty of chat already.
They can hear us. Yeah.
Niraj is here.
Hey,
Niraj, can you hear us?
How's it going? Carter Lovejoy, we will get to your question. Don't you fret.
Mm-hmm.
Got MK Songbird in here. You guys can hear us. Hawaii's Ascar, TM, Midnight Wolf, Starfish. I'm just going. Cam Dinner, Chronicle, Anakin Skywalker, Josh Wren, Gene Jeter TV. What's up, buddy? Chronicle, Recadillo, Starfish Kane, Hardy Funny, Mimi M, Mark
John Irish, Ethan White, Mark Fogg. We can hear you. Good. Thank you, Niraj. That's who I wanted to know.
That's what I wanted to make sure of.
Exactly. Just you specifically.
Well, no worry. We've been obeying the social distancing rules for the most part, I'd say. I'd say we've been pretty good on it.
Yeah.
John's the only one who comes into this home, or else he just comes home. That's how it's been. How's everything been going for you guys on your end?
So many homes in my life. Hungary. That's what's up.
Where are you guys all from? What are you guys going to do if the Venom 2 trailer doesn't come? Well, we're going to kill Cosmic Wonder.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, this is all his fault.
There's no way around it. I blame him for the report, reading the reports. Christina, your first live stream.
Oh, welcome.
We got someone here from Australia.
I love Totino's.
Yeah, just trying to check how many people are in this stream right now. And also, why is John here? John's always here.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm going to be
here.
Speaking directly to you for the rest of the live stream. Just to make you happy. Oh, Racadillo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Racadillo. Yeah. All right, guys. So for if you guys are not able to read what's on the screen right now, today's topic, I want to kind of shift gears a little bit here, make it something really simple. I was thinking we could just talk about movies and shows that make us feel good. These could be your own personal picks. They don't have to, I was going to say feel good movies or feel good shows, but honestly, it's like some people might have some weird picks, things that might be a little bit unusual. And so I thought it'd be fun to mix it up with things like that. And I'll kick it off. And yeah, we'll be covering the super chats in between, but also be covering your guys' comments as we keep going.
Yeah.
Now that there's like 100 people that are in here at the moment, I wanted to quickly say, if my energy dips in and out, it was kind of a rough day yesterday. Something sudden sort of happened. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because I want to just use today to get my mind off of things. Honestly, these live streams have been undoubtedly the most fun we've been having on YouTube over the last few weeks. It's just been fun actually really interacting with you guys. But yesterday, if you guys might have seen, if you follow me on Instagram or if you follow or if you've seen him in videos ever, we had a squirrel that my girlfriend saved a month ago, a little over a month ago, fell off of a tree. The squirrel's whole family unfortunately died, but he survived. Named him Ricky. And we tried finding the right people to drop him off to, but with the coronavirus situation happening, oh, we're getting the camera back. Don't you worry. With the coronavirus situation happening, there are people that just couldn't take him. There are people who couldn't drop him off to the right groups. And then my cousin's actually a vet, and we know people who have squirrels. So we're like, well, why don't we just keep him then? And then unfortunately yesterday, it was so sudden. Ricky actually passed away. While at the vet, we noticed some neurological issues were happening. It was all just happening at once. And apparently the brain damage from the fall of when we first picked him up, we didn't realize that there was like this just a prolonged effect that it was eventually going to catch up to him. And then we dropped him out the vet. They had to put him under anesthesia, and it was really heartbreaking. We've been incredibly emotional. My girlfriend Olivia and I, and then even this morning, it's been very emotional, starting to just feel better. So I just want to say, in case my energy, I know normally on these live streams, I'm pretty freaking out there and really ecstatic, but I wanted to take a little bit of a calmer approach, and I wanted to get suggestions from you guys of what you think is a great feel-good movie or show. And yeah, I just wanted to say that because I didn't want anything to, and also, and Niraj, I appreciate, I just see the super chat, and Carter, thank you. I appreciate you both super chatting about it. I also wanted. I was literally just about to go into this. If anyone super chats based off of like Ricky at all, I mean, I appreciate you guys doing that. I really do. At the same time, I don't want any sympathetic or pity super chats to come in. Your condolences are always appreciated and whatnot. You just leave it in the chat, but please don't want to be like, getting super chats based off of that. But I just wanted to clarify that, and I wanted to be transparent. But I also wanted to use this live stream to start getting some dopamine hits in. These live streams usually make me feel really great. I feel pretty good being here. It's not like I'm going to just get over the loss of an animal that really felt like part of the family right away. But I feel great when I do these live streams. They're always so euphoric. So yeah, I mean, it's like we've been doing these weekly, and I just wanted to mention that really quick. And I'm sure my energy will pick up as we keep going. But just wanted to state that up front. So thank you guys. And thank you to everyone who's saying RIP Ricky and stuff like that. Yeah. I just wanted to mention that, but now we can move on now. I'll kick it off with my favorite, my feel-good movie during quarantine has been, and we'll go through the comments and such. And thank you for everyone who's been super chatting so far. Don't worry, we'll get to everyone. My favorite feel-good movie so far during this quarantine time is actually the Austin Powers trilogy. I randomly put on the first one, International Man of Mystery, because Olivia has never seen it. And I was surprised by how funny it still is. A little, I feel like it'd be very controversial for today.
Always be funny.
But, and honestly, and I saw Austin Powers Goldmember has the lowest rated audience score.
What?
But I actually thought that was the best one. That was my personal favorite one. That one felt like the most like a real movie to me. And I loved Goldmember. So I would say that the best feel-good movie for me in terms of a comedy, I got several actually.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to kick that off with saying Austin Powers. John, you got one in the meantime?
Human Centipede.
All right.
Now, John's
go-to joke answer.
I want to. It's a meme. Because if I say like a Serbian film, that's like a deep cut. But one thing I want to shout out right at the top, which is a newer, not discovery for me, but something I've seen a lot more of in these past handful of weeks. It's not like necessarily my absolute favorite, but if you want to feel good and you want to escape a little bit and you want to indulge in light-hearted, wonderfully imaginative animation, go watch some episodes of Shaun the Sheep or watch the Shaun the Sheep movie.
Good call.
Because those are they're wholesome, but they're also clever, they're fun, and I think all ages will find something to cackle at with that show. So
that's good to know.
Highly recommend if you want to feel nice.
Oh, good to know. Yeah. Good to know. Oh, we're getting some like Ace Ventura movies in here.
Oh yeah.
Someone's saying Schindler's List. It's Carter Lovejoy.
Can always count on you, Carter.
The Lego movie. Good one. These are good movies.
A great one, yeah.
I miss Mike Myers too, guys. Thor Ragnarok. I think out of all the MCU movies, I would say that or Guardians one of the best feel-good movies for sure.
Ooh, Parent Trap, not bad.
Now I took too long with Sergeant Cheesecake, first time tuning in, Master Octagon, South Carolina. Thank you for tuning in for your first time. We're gonna alternate between here and the super chats, and then apparently I took too long explaining a certain situation, and now I'm not able to flash Carter Lovejoy's super chat on screen. But here it is. The first one from Carter Lovejoy, frequent subscriber who is here in our live streams. Thank you for being so consistent, by the way, dude. A movie that always puts me in a good mood and is also my favorite film of all time, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That film helped me through a lot of tough times when I was in high school. Well, I can respect that. But you know what's funny about that movie is I'm constantly hearing problematic things about that. Are you not? Do you not hear like problematic things about that movie? I'm hearing, I mean, to be fair, it is one of those woke culture arguments, and I'm the last guy to try to act like I'm anti-woke.
Canceled woke culture.
I'm not that guy. I do see, however, that is one of those movies where people are able to go, there's some problematic things about that. Ferris Bueller was kind of a dick to Cameron. Ferris Bueller is kind of like me and John would be Cameron. That's how I would describe Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's where the problematic issues lie within that.
I see. That's the thing is I kind of associate that with like hot take opinions, but I didn't know that there had been like a cultural re-examining of Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I don't know if I'm misinterpreting that, but yeah.
No, I can see it. I mean, I could definitely imagine it. It's been that's a movie I should go watch again because it's been since I was like a young teenager, probably last time I saw it.
Oh, he said imagine, which made me think of Walk Hard or Dewey Cox Story, most underrated comedy ever. I would say that's a great feel. That movie always uplifts my spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else? I Love You, Man.
That is such a wonderfully especially, if you got a good bro that you love. Yeah,
I don't think of you.
I don't think of you either. I think of Paul Rudd. I don't know, but seriously, like I always remember when we used to go to test screenings constantly. That was one of my favorite ones when we went and saw that at Paramount. They gave us pirouettes and they only cut one scene down from the film. They didn't even bother with the questionnaires because that's how much of a good time everybody had. And I always look back on that as one of my favorite like movie screening experiences.
Anyone people are saying Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey. Zach Nebby's saying these live streams are my feel good show. That's so sweet of you, dude.
Buddy.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yes,
that is the Wes Anderson feel good movie, I would say.
Yeah, especially it's got the best balance, I think, of that fairy tale-ness with the intrigue and the drama, but there's just something so warm at the core of it.
That 70s show from Carrie, that's a great call. Great call.
Parks and Rec's a good one.
Ooh, okay. Oh, we got another super chat here from Racadillo. Hey, buddy. A Rocket Raccoon friend over here. How to Train Your Dragon. Just watched all 3 with the group on Discord for our movie nights. Those are my favorite feel-good movies. Stay safe, G&J. Thank you so much, Racadillo. Appreciate the super chat. The How to Train Your Dragon films. We were actually doing a podcast for Patreon recently, and we were talking about our favorite animated movies and how DreamWorks movies tend to dip. Yeah, like they usually just keep going. Let's keep making sequels so they stop making money. But How to Train Your Dragon is a solid trilogy. That is a damn feel-good movie. Well, super underrated. I feel like the third one did not get enough money to not make enough money. I'd say that. Yeah.
See, that's a movie, too, where that's a special trilogy to me because I don't necessarily love one specific movie, but I think the trilogy as a complete unit is terrific.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a really well-done trilogy.
Toy Story movies. Yes. Ooh. Especially the third one. That ending. So feel good.
Oh, gotta love that trash compactor.
Toy Story 4. So feel good.
Somebody just said American Werewolf. That's a good call.
Oh, we caught up with the super chats here. Hey! Trey Stallings. Love that profile pic, dude. What's up, guys? Love your channel. Well, I love your profile pic.
You look happy, approachable, and like somebody is literally zooming the camera at you while they took this photo.
Every time I hear the name Trey, I think of like some high school, tall, blonde douchebag quarterback. Yeah.
Trey, Trip, and Trent are that guy in high school.
You undoubtedly, exactly. You undoubtedly look like the nicest Trey I have ever seen. Yeah.
So keep that going. That's a mantle you need.
Thank you for being you, Trey. Appreciate that very much.
Shouts out because Gabriel Lopez apparently loves your girlfriend. So
thank you, Gabriel.
Olivia love in the chat.
Hey, I got news for you. I love my girlfriend too. She's incredible. Red Warrior said, rewatching these live streams. Yeah.
Aww. Hey, I'm glad
I don't think I've ever rewatched someone's live stream ever in my life.
I know
that's never been something I've ever done.
Live streams are great because they're like podcasts without the replay factor.
I always go to a person's live stream if I'm hearing about like, ooh, some shit went down.
They're having a meltdown.
Like when John, I'm going to, but not to. I'm just gonna say not to. To bring up some old drama when John Campea went off on Jack Hind.
Oh,
I was like, I gotta find this part of the live stream because I always love watching the segues into it. Yeah, I'm watching like the lead up into it.
Watching
somebody that was when I did. Yeah,
how to open the door into ire. That feels like it was so long ago too, and it wasn't.
Really wasn't.
It's like the beginning of the year.
The Simpsons movie. Great call for a feel good movie. That is certainly a feel good movie.
You know who that movie made feel good? Gary Oldman and his children down the row from us.
When we saw the Simpsons movie, Gary Oldman was definitely filming one of the Batman films at the time.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure if we just looked at whatever year The Simpsons came out, if that was pre-Dark Knight or not. But he had the hair, the glasses, the mustache.
He was literally like Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon that day. Suit and a badge.
Yeah. He wasn't even watching the movie. He was busting people.
Yeah.
Like, really
he really stays in the character.
Yeah. Wow, it's viral marketing.
It's like there's a bomb in the theater. That was one of those things where, because we're right here and he's in our row, Gary Oldman, and whenever we would laugh, we would just look over. Gary Oldman's laughing. Gary Oldman's having a good time. At one point, he was doing this.
The same sense of humor.
It's like Gary Oldman likes crude humor. Yeah.
And classic adult animation. You did not see me. Which Pop-Tarts commercial, Red Warrior?
You'd be surprised how many toaster strudels commercials John has actually been.
How many commercials I didn't know I was in.
Oh, Brittany Lang, you're always here and always changing your profile pic.
Dude, keep that up.
Hey guys, how's it going? First and foremost, so sorry for your loss of pet squirrel. So sad. Well, thank you, bro. I can't help. I'm not laughing at the topic at hand. I appreciate that. I really do. Seriously, you don't need to no one needs to contribute super chats to Ricky's passing. I appreciate that, but don't want to feel like we're getting super chats off of that. But I appreciate that. And the thing that made me laugh is I just imagined Donald Trump saying that to me. Because of the sad part.
First and foremost, it's the best squirrel. So sad.
So sad. So sad.
Don't ever get in a tweet.
I'll be like, I can't take anything as sympathetic from you, man.
That's how if he's giving a eulogy, it's the worst. Very sad. Everybody assured me it was
the most saddest film when Trump Jr. died. Yeah, babe, you can come in.
Oh.
Hey, love. How are you?
You got love in the chat. Somebody thinks you're the best part of the channel.
People have been saying you've been the best.
Yeah.
You want to pop your head in really fast? You don't look awful. You look beautiful.
I look like I've been crying.
You look. This is the best kind of live stream when you're talking to someone who's not in frame. By the way,
for all you know, nobody's even there.
This is a real hangout live stream. I just want you guys to know that.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I fed the cats.
I'll entertain you in the meantime. That's right. Ooh, feel good movies. Supernatural as a feel good show. At the point that we're at in the show,
I'm looking over here, and all of a sudden I come back here.
Yeah, I'm just I'm taking over now. This is my shot. We just started season 5, and things are feeling pretty heavy. But I imagine that if we were caught up, that would be a perfect feel-good show.
We got a great pick here, Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
That is a surprising. You know what? Yeah, I would say that is one of the best feel-good. My personal picks. I remember feeling elated when that movie was done. That's the only Edgar Wright movie that's done that for me. You might say Hot Fuzz for you. For me, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead was a film that I remember being so surprised by. I'm like in a cheaper fucking mood when I watch Hot Fuzz. When I watch Shaun, I keep saying Hot Fuzz. When I watch Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, that's a great pick. Who said that one? Don Rex. Thank you, buddy.
I think I would agree with you on Shaun specifically because Shaun also,
but not the dead part.
Not the dead. No, but Shaun of the Dead, especially because everybody is just a regular person character. They're not cops. They're not rehab folks. True. It is the movie that comes together where by the end you're like, yeah, maybe life's gonna be all right, and especially with the stuff that happens with Ed, I think they have a lot of clever ways of making you feel good.
Well, it's a best friend thing. It's romantic, and it's a romantic storyline part to it. That's a good call. I love that one.
Great call.
Oh my God, both DC, Marvel, and Star Wars, and the Dark Universe have said, love your videos. Have you guys watched? These are the best kind of super chats when my short answer is no. But thank you for the super chat, DC Marvel. Have you guys watched Miracle in Cell number 7? It's a great emotional feel-good movie. I liked the Turkish version on Netflix. No, I have not seen Miracle in Cell numbers. Honestly, when you say Miracle in Cell number 7, Turkish, I imagine the most hard-hitting drama of all time.
It's really, really bleak and grueling, but the miracle is that after 3.5 hours, the guy does get out of prison into nothing of a life.
What was the
I don't know.
What was that Willem Dafoe, any prison movie I watch of a person in prison, that always ends with them being like ridiculously skinny, especially if it's like a POW film, which makes sense.
Oh yeah,
fucking accurate portrayals.
I should know.
Yeah, but that's what I imagine you say. Miracle in Cell Number 7. But no, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate the contribution from Canada.
Googling it now so that I can see the poster.
Thank you everyone saying R.I.P. to Little Ricky. He seriously was the best. Seriously.
We don't
thank you.
know where the Venom 2 trailer is.
Raj, thank you, buddy. I
Really
appreciate that. And Carter Lovejoy, thanks so much. Thank you. You're very, very kind to you. Gabriel Lopez, I want Venom 2 to be real. It is, don't worry.
This isn't just a trick. It's not an April Fool's trick that Sony's playing.
What about shows, John? Do you have a show that always puts you in a good mood? My obvious pick is Friends. Friends is my favorite show of all time, so I would say Friends for sure. I wonder if there's like a drama that weirdly I just feel so good with. But it's weird. Like there are times like Better Call Saul does not make it's not a feel good show, but whenever it's done, I'm always like, this is such a good show that I feel good for watching it.
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, I would say, is another fantastic feel good show. Fantastic, man. That guy has just changed so many words.
You know what?
Best words.
I get the best words. Not to keep plugging our Patreon, but honestly, like.
No, please do.
Except for the episode
we do a lot of work on our Patreon. Plug the shit out of it if you want.
Sans maybe the episode we watched today because it was heavier. Honestly, watching episodes of Doctor Who really do make me feel very like bouncy and happy afterwards. You know, even if they are intense.
We just watched this episode of Doctor Who when Rose character meets her. It's an Eccleston season where Rose meets her father.
Father's Day episode.
And that. I've already been crying enough as it is. That episode, wow. I had to hold myself back from being a wreck.
Yeah.
There gets a point when you're watching just someone really cry. You're like, dial back.
I can't stop. I just stopped doing this myself.
Because the thing is, like, when I do like cry at a movie, especially, I'm always fighting back the obnoxious noises I know that are coming out of my nose and mouth. it's if you guys saw the Corona Heroes, what is it? Heroes United,
yeah.
Coronavirus video from Mighty Raccoon. We did a reaction to it, and I was holding back my tears. But then in the review part, you can just see like I had to point it out because I'm like, people are gonna point the shit out. You could just see like, and it's like feel good tears. So it's on topic. You can see like snot booger on my beard and my mustache. It was so embarrassing.
That's how you know.
I just gotta call it out before other people do.
Do that Jennifer Hudson cry. You get the nose going.
Yeah. Parent Trap. That's a good one.
Parent Trap.
Which was name dropped in Supernatural today over at our Patreon.
This is Patreon plug day. Feel good show. I just had one on the tip of my tongue. It's not the news.
Nathaniel Johnson. That's a feel good comment right there. You guys are the best and are aspiring budding filmmaker and screenwriter. Best of luck on screenwriting, buddy. I got to work on a script tonight, actually.
Not on filmmaking itself.
It's been no
luck.
No luck there. Yeah.
You know what is a great feel-good show, and different than what we normally talk about. But if you want to be soothed and titillated by art, watch either like the Great British Baking Show or the Great Pottery Throwdown. Just watch one of those shows where British people competitively do art because they're so supportive of each other. The art is great. It makes you want to create. And there's like a tone that just the American shows are all about, driving you insane and pounding your pulse with like how bad people are. But you watch like a couple of people make some pots for 45 minutes. It's wonderful.
I mean, I will meet you on the opposite spectrum and then we'll get to your. Thank you, Marissa Riddell. Thank you so much. Lovely profile pic. You look absolutely gorgeous. What was my girlfriend and I watched Nailed
It is so fun.
We love Nailed It. It's weird because it's the same joke for 4 seasons. Same joke, which is people try to emulate this crazy and I saw Roxy Stryer and Mara Nopik, they brought it up on their live stream. if you haven't seen Nailed It on Netflix, basically you got 3 competitors and there's a baking competition. And I don't know how to bake, and I generally don't like baking shows, but the show's so funny. They have these 3 competitors that are trying to basically emulate this crazy thing to bake, and then you just watch them you just watch how these people who suck at baking come out with this like ridiculously looking creation where every punchline, the funniest punchline, it's the same one every time, is you guys fucking suck at baking. You guys are shit.
You know what I truly adore about that show too is I don't know how they make it, but I do know that with a lot of competition shows there are takes that are done over. There are things that aren't confined to the time they say they are. And on Nailed It, I feel like they literally do just give people the amount of time they say they do and watch as people struggle with that.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It feels like it keeps it real.
But Marissa, thank you so much for the super chat, my dear. Psych is definitely my feel-good TV show right now. So excited for the second movie. I'm kind of confused by your comment. Is it Psych a show or a movie? When you said second movie, did you mean second season? Is that what you're saying? And I've heard a lot of great things about Psych. Yeah. Haven't seen Psych, but I've heard a lot of great things about it.
No, and it's stuck around. So every time somebody brings it up now, I'm more and more interested to check it out. But it was a show on USA, and I guess now they got their second movie going. So they are living the dream. So many shows.
Wait, so there was a show, then there was a movie, now there's a second movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Must be feel good then.
yeah. Well, and every time I caught at least a promo, it did look like it had a certain quirky vibe that could be, fun to get into.
We got Cedric here saying Creed 2, every time he watches it, he wants to hit the gym afterwards. Every Rocky, even Rocky the bad 4. Rocky movies make me do that.
Yeah.
We just watch people work out enough. You want to work out. This is the way it goes. And then the credits roll, and you're like, I'm tired.
They make entire movies where people just work out and that's it.
Yeah.
And they sell them on VHS. You don't even have to go to the theater.
It's called Pumping Iron?
Pumping Iron. Linnea Quigley's Scream Queen workout. Which is real. There are a lot.
Fell behind on the super chats again. So sorry about that, guys.
No.
We got a weird loading page. I wonder when the internet gets better again. When you guys are actually able to go outside.
When you aren't gunking up the internet
when you're out and not able to tune into our live streams because you're outside.
You know what you guys need to do?
Then we'll be able to keep up with the super chats.
You need to ping your signals through other servers by signing up for a VPN such as Blaze VPN, who we've been working with recently, so that you're not maxing out the servers here in the United States.
We should have called this theme today Sellouts.
Sellout live stream.
Sellout live stream. Yeah.
In fact, we're not even sponsored by these people, but you should buy this anyway.
Okay, so we got a super chat here from Footy Surfer 1981. Oh, what a interesting name you got here. So Footy Surfer, I don't know if this is a weird comment. I wish I could show it on screen for you guys.
Oh, here. Well, if we can just detach the camera and point it, we could share our screen probably. Actually, yeah, let's get experimental right now.
Experimental live stream. Don't plan things in advance.
Share
Let's see
screen.
this.
Don't show these tips again. All right, now we want to go over to
share.
Oh no, yeah. Whoa!
Is that you guys see it? Is this one right here? This is great screen sharing skills.
Love from Wales. As a Welsh person, I don't know how to do a Welsh accent.
From Wales as a Welsh person, just like to ask you, Sire, say my name, name of a town in Wales. Oh my God, how do we say that? John, give it a shot.
Yowen Griffith. Yanferpulgwingith Quinderboeth Lansil Silagok. Is that real, or are you messing with me? I know in Wales you guys use the Welsh language, whatever it is, uses letters in places that I normally wouldn't. But it was... You're in a point where I'll just believe that that's a real place.
Remember thank you so much, by the way, Footy Surfer 1981.
Yeah, man. Love to Wales.
Remember the Titans. Great call.
The Titans.
Great call. I cannot hear that song. I don't even know the title to it. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Without thinking of The Lincoln Lawyer. I think I never remembered.
Love the Lincoln Lawyer.
I couldn't think of that actual football movie with Matthew McConaughey and Matthew Fox. What the hell was that one called? I know who stars in it, but I'm like, who the fuck was that movie called?
The longest Sunday. I can't pull it to mind at all. I feel failed.
Have you guys seen the Harley Quinn animated series? Not yet, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Stuff about it. But...
Okay, so let's see here. Colson Kouliopoulos. All right, guys, we're gonna do. Let's get the. Okay. I'm gonna do the quick share screen again. This is such good quality live streaming.
Make this
John
full screen on the
Campia
right.
and SCN Network can't keep up with us.
Make it full screen and then just share the right hand screen.
All right, John, you click away.
Watch out, people.
While I tell you guys about the shower I took today.
Ooh, look out.
Oh man, was it sexy. I bathed everything. I was in there for way too long. Oh, hey guys, first live stream. Oh, Colson. Oh, John, you did it. Yes. This is great screen look we got right here. Hey guys, first live stream, first super chat. Thank you so much. Had a really tough day today. Hey, I can identify, buddy. Really can. You guys always make me feel better. No question. Love your stuff. Well, thank you so much, Colson. Thank you for sharing. I mean, sometimes they say giving makes someone feel good. So thank you for sharing that, dude. And that's what whenever we do these live streams, the note that we always make. And then actually right before we went live, you might have caught me doing it, which was I like put my hand on the mic. I'm like, remember the thing to do. It might have cut her right at the tail end. It was like, remember, let's just go out there and
make people
I'm
happy.
doing it. I should be putting my hand on the mic right now. Let's just make these people feel good. Let's just go out there and just have a good time. And so, yeah, thank you, bud. That means a lot.
Make these sheeple feel fun.
It feels good to hear that. And is that Johnny Depp from? Oh, it's Hunter S. Thompson on your thumbnail.
The real Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, femme fatale. John, do your thing. Share the right screen.
Here we go.
Since we're behind.
There we go. Oh, hey, look at the options. I'll take one for the team and move over here.
Just move over here.
Yeah.
Really disobey the 6 feet rule. Femme fatale, thank you so much. Supernatural for sure. I just started rewatching all of your reactions. So you're at our Patreon page. Thank you, Femme Fatale. Was getting my SPN tattoo. What is your SPN tattoo?
That's exciting.
People get supernatural tattoo. Now I've heard of people getting real rejects tattoos, but supernatural?
Have they really established themselves enough? All right.
Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles might get canceled one day. They might do something stupid.
Yeah.
They're from Texas, okay? You just never know.
Yeah, Jared might get arrested outside of a restaurant he owns or something.
And all my friends from Texas have all been arrested, so they're probably going to get in trouble.
It's a rite of passage in Texas, I'm told.
But it's getting finished later. I'm just joking. They're pure human beings. They could do nothing wrong, even if they do something wrong. But thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching our Supernatural reactions. That means a lot. An SPN tattoo.
I like that you waited till the show was done just to make sure.
You know what I would get if I got Supernatural tattoos? I would do one on my hand that says just a bunch of Sam. The other one that says Dean right here.
And then on my back between my shoulders, I'm just gonna get Cass. Also, just a reminder announcement. This holds from last week. If we can get 200 concurrent eyeballs in this room, or 175 if I happen to be feeling generous, I am going to share with you all a surprise.
I have no idea what the surprise is.
Greg has no
saying
idea.
It. Because I'm more like, whoever's in here, let's just hang out with whoever's here. That's my rule of thumb. But
I want to blow these up.
John wants to do the live stream thing where you get to 200 people and you do something special, which is cool. So share this live stream. But I'm more like, whoever's here, I'm just talking with you guys.
If we can get down to only 5 people,
yeah,
I would share something special. I would share something private.
5 got something in store. Okay, so then where do we got here? Indiana Jones series, the whole series, even the fourth one.
Even the crystals gone.
All right, as we're Melanie, how you doing, Melanie?
Hey,
it's great to see you. Great to see you, Melanie.
Jim Varney's Ernest movies. Any of Jim Varney's Ernest movies. Personal favorites: Ernest Scared Straight, that or the original Willy Wonka.
Guy, remember Ernest? Oh man,
hey,
Ernest. Oh, what happened to you, dude? Is he alive?
No, Jim Varney passed. Yeah. In fact,
why didn't you tell me that before? I just made an ass out of myself.
Why
didn't you tell me that?
I should have told you that 10 years ago.
God, we could have edited it out of the video. What the fuck, John? What the fuck? Now I feel like a stupid ass.
Yeah, I know. Now you're an idiot every time you watch Toy Story going, I love Slinky Dog. and his original voice actor in part 4.
Okay, so another great feel-good movie, and I saw it brought up here in the chat, Anchorman. That's another feel-good one of mine. Absolute favorite one.
And to piggyback off Ernest, wrong time of year, but Ernest Saves Christmas is definitely one that I come back to each holiday season.
Potato is life. What is that?
Oh, you know, like when you put 2 forks in a potato and you connect them by a wire and you can turn them into a light bulb.
Ooh,
that's science.
Yes,
I never did it
very
myself,
good.
but apparently lots of kids do.
Okay, another feel-good show for me would have to be, I would actually say, no, wait, I want to shout this one out really fast. I watched this randomly the other night. It's a Netflix stand-up special. We started I really like Chris D'Elia, actually. I think he's one of the best comedians around. We started, Livy and I started his stand-up special. And we're just going to get into it at the time. I guess I just wasn't in a Chris D'Elia mood. And she said, try something out. Let's just look for something that is random, some stand-up special, because we tend to find a good gem sometimes when we do that. And we came across a comedian who've never seen her or heard of her before, called the special is called Quarter Life Crisis. Really recommend this. Taylor Tomlin, I think is her name, or Taylor
Tomlinson.
Yeah, Tomlinson. Taylor Tomlinson.
No, I've heard this name. Yeah,
it is a hysterical stand-up. She's only 25 years old. Really funny stuff, though. Really, really, really funny. So if you guys like watching stand-up specials, especially the ones on Netflix, really recommend her. That definitely feel good. Actually, watching stand-up specials is like the best way to feel good for me. That's my favorite way of doing any feel-good thing.
In fact, I've been champing at the bit to catch that new Mark Maron.
That was okay. It was kind of dark.
I believe that. That's actually not going to be the escapism, probably, as much as the cathartic confrontation.
Someone's asking if we watch Good Boys. Haven't seen Good Boys yet.
No.
I haven't seen that yet. All right, here's what we'll do. Because of the share screen that we have to do to keep up with the super chats, we'll lean to the left.
Yes.
Right? That's what we have to do.
Yeah, I mean, we need to be like in center.
This one?
Yeah, screen 3. We got to be kind of like centered the way we did
Let's go there. Wait, that doesn't make sense. You come here.
Backwards. Here, I'll be slightly behind you so that we can distance.
All right. So we got who we missed? Brendan V.
Brendan V.
He's the guy last week who said we should wear bandanas. I'm sorry, mine's been a little bit clouded lately. Did not bring the bandanas
tonight. I'll
thank you so much, dude.
I'll raid my bandana collection.
I mean, John's got a Bane mask you can wear.
Of course.
That was a half-assed Bane impression.
Terrible Bane.
Of course.
Because I haven't tried to do the voice in literally.
Give it back to you, the people.
It's here. Return it to you. See, the problem with this mask, even though it does give your voice this quality.
It's fucking up John's eye.
It's messing. The problem is this mask doesn't look as good if you have hair. It looks really weird.
All right, so that's the bandana for today. Brittany Lang, thank you so much again.
Thank you,
Brittany. You're so sweet. I can't wait to see your profile pic that you have next week. Always changing it up. My feel-good movie of the Step Up saga. I love dancing movies or center stage.
I've heard Step Up 3D is both A, a really enjoyable film, and B, has terrific 3D.
Wonder what my favorite dance movie would be. I would say Saturday Night Fever is a great film, but my feel-good dance movie would be the sequel directed and written by Sylvester Stallone called Staying Alive. That is so bad. It is so awful and so like unnecessarily high stakes dramatic in the finale. That right there made me feel fucking good. I would say that's my favorite dance movie. So thanks for sharing that, Brittany Lang.
Maybe Strictly Ballroom. But,
oh yes, good call there. Good call there.
But you know,
Mr. Marshmallow. Oh, thank you, Mr. Marshmallow. Revenge of the Nerds.
Ooh,
definitely another one that's been problematic. The Flintstones. Not so problematic. Good call.
not problematic's not the word.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Flintstones since I thought it in the theaters.
Well, thank you, Mr. Marshmallow. I have a question to springboard off of yours then. John and people in the chat. If you were to recast Fred and Barney, who would you put as modern day actors.
Oscar Isaac and Ben Foster.
Michael B. Jordan and Idris Elba.
Yeah, and then Emma Stone can be Wilma, and Mila Kunis will be Betty. And then Andy Serkis, he can mocap Dino the dog.
Yeah.
That
was fast there.
fantastic.
Damn. Tom Hardy as Barney.
Yeah. Take him to Bart.
And he really goes for the heavy again.
Hey, we're caught up.
Hey, we've caught up here. Now, before we catch up,
yeah.
Okay, so we caught up. Hey, Anissa, thank you so much, dear. Hey guys, just got off work. It was a super crazy day. Had three serious situations coming, so I needed this live today.
Aww.
Coco is my feel-good movie. It reminds me of my great grandmother.
Aww.
That's weird because aren't you Russian?
Yeah, you're like Eastern
There's no way you
European,
could
right?
identify Anissa.
Yeah, I don't get why you would appropriate somebody else's culture and pretend to be a part of it just to make yourself feel special.
Coco was one of those movies where I was really glad I had 3D glasses on because I was a mess. I was a weeping willow. Like I could not stop crying.
Yeah,
that was like nonstop tears.
That is a beautiful and a heart many thing doing film.
That is undoubtedly the Pixar movie. That's probably still not my favorite Pixar movie, but it's the one I cried the most at. Good tears though. Good tears.
Yeah, I can feel that for you.
I mean, you got sad. I'm more likely to cry at something that makes me overwhelmed, that feels good and is very touching than I mean, sad stuff will make me cry, but more often than not, it's feel good things that make me cry.
Lately, I've found out
moved by love.
See, I cry the most during movies at like when a character puts their finger on like a specific nuance that's like really true, but also hard to articulate.
Yeah.
It's a very specific thing. So then you get that feeling of like, oh my God, I didn't know anybody else knew this feeling. Why am I crying? This isn't even a sad situation. But yeah.
You know, it's another feel-good movie for me. Someone said Ghostbusters in the chat. Thank you for saying that. That's another great one. But another feel-good movie for me, I would say, is The Nice Guys. Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Just saw that again on TV.
That's definitely a feel-good movie
That's
for me.
Terrific movie.
And on top of that, with the Shane Black thing, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I think is another great. You see, I wanted to do this topic today because someone put out on Twitter recently, and they tagged me in it, of like a bunch of Schmodown people, of like, what movies do you recommend to watch during quarantine? And I don't remember specifically who answered what. I just noticed a lot of people were answering films that are like such good underrated dramas, which I think are fine to watch during this time. It's like, you know, I'm like, well, what would I really want to watch right now?
Moonlight.
Yeah, like, do I really?
Time.
Do I really want to like check out like Schindler's List at this moment?
Fruitvale Station. Let's do it.
Something like that. But yeah, super bad. That's a great feel-good movie. Thank you, Cedric, for pointing that out.
Ooh, you know what's another one in that vein? When I saw Horrible Bosses, I was having a bad day, and it made my day better.
Horrible Bosses is a really good feel-good movie.
That first one, yeah.
What would you say, guys? I want to expand this question out as we're catching up with the comments and stuff. What would you say is a feel-good movie that someone might not identify as feel-good, but really does make you feel good?
Bad Boys 3.
No, that could qualify, John. It's about family.
Throw out all the Fast and Furious, then.
I would say Bad Boys 3 is weirdly like if J.J. Abrams rebooted it with the Fast and Furious team.
Yeah, that's a great way to put that.
What's a feel good? And I just threw that question out there, and I'm trying to come up with an answer now of one that where I would say is a weird qualification for me as well.
I watched this movie last night, so it may just be because of that. But there's a lot of drama and up and down.
Are you going to say Paranorman again?
I'm going to say, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, thank God.
Paranorman is not a feel-good movie.
The amount of times you drop this Paranorman.
Paranorman is a lot of great things, but feel-good is not necessarily at the top of that list. But I watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou again, and that movie definitely is not one of the most overt Coen comedies, but I feel like the way that movie handles its drama mixed with its comedy, where it ends up, the height of the characters, and the bond that pulls the three main dudes together, I think there is something feel good at the heart of that movie that you wouldn't necessarily find in like a Fargo or something like that, you know?
I would weirdly say Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Someone might not call that a feel-good movie, especially because like the first hour is really dour. It's an hour dour, I would say.
Dour hour.
But man, when you get to that ending, like, as heart wrenching as some of that is, it's such a rewarding experience. I would say Endgame.
I think that's a movie that's not necessarily like feel good, but that involves people putting their all into something and succeeding.
That's a movie of people running to feel good.
Yeah.
Just gonna
on your left. I feel good.
Yeah.
We're tired.
We've been depressed as fuck for 5 years.
We can't go on like this.
Ian Sotelo, thank you so much, dude.
Ian Sotelo from our Patreon,
Yes.
keeping in the sellout thing.
Patreon Jack.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is random, but can you guys do a music video reaction to Louis Capaldi's Someone You Love? Please, you guys are awesome. Keep it. Well, we do music video reactions weekly at our Patreon. John,
That's the next one going up.
write it down.
Look at that. I'm taking a pic.
Write it down.
I'm going to take my
I
own
mean,
little
we can
screen
make
shit.
this fast. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, gonna go through the
Next
comments here.
week, expect it.
Let's quickly read off some ones. Shane Dawson is the best. Sam is saying. Good call.
Somebody. Oh yeah, that's Sam. Okay.
Uh,
I was gonna say somebody agrees. Warren does not need to get slapped.
Hey,
alright?
guys, you know what? Some people thought that video we did with Warren, where we're cussing at him, was genuine. Like, we were really mad. I'm like, no, we weren't.
I don't think the video.
Olivia would
made
give
it
two
up.
shits to come in and be like, "Who that fucking guy?" She didn't even know what the hell we were doing. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna say, you just gotta say motherfucker." And they kind of like, I just told her what
That's how
to
we
say.
actually that video came together. Is we called up Warren and we were like, "Listen, we're really mad about this, and you need
Yeah.
to set this right,
Like,
okay?"
gosh.
Like, why would he agree to be in it if it was genuine?
Marriage Story, my favorite. Just A. Kessler said Marriage Story. I don't know if I can meet you there, dude.
The Life of Brian. That is a great, not quite feel good, but feel good movie, especially for the "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life" song that caps everything off.
So
It's a classic.
Zachary is saying an underrated comedy is Role Models. I would say that. I feel like the number one underrated comedy I would say is Walk Hard. I think that is a beautifully crafted film, and it does not get enough praise.
I do like Role Models, and Role Models made me think of the wrong movie. I thought of Drillbit Taylor, and then I thought of Nate Hartley. Shouts out to that guy.
People are saying the Goldbergs in here, the Naked Gun. Someone here really loves spy spoof comedies. The Naked Gun and a Half, 1 and 2 are great. Johnny English, yes.
Johnny English.
The first Scary Movie, Police Academy series. You know what is oh my God, I just thought of a really great when I think of a like underrated film, one that definitely did not perform well at the box office, but really moved me and I thought was hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and I really wish more people saw it. I really didn't have interest in catching the theaters. And then I have the HBO Now app, and I randomly put it on just as something to. It was one of those things, when you're like, I got to eat dinner, but I got to do shit afterwards. So I'm going to put on like something for like a half hour. I ended up watching the whole thing. Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron in The Long Shot.
Oh, yeah.
Underrated comedy. It's really hysterical. And the romance in it, their chemistry is phenomenal. They're great together. You guys got to watch The Long Shot. If there's a feel-good movie I could recommend for you guys right now, definitely A Long Shot on HBO. And then, of course, Saving Private Ryan. They do say Private Ryan in the end. How can you feel bad about that?
Not feel good. 1917.
Ethan Holgate. Thank you so much, dude. Love that profile pic. Thanks for putting that up there. The Lost Boys and the Breakfast Club feel good to me. Weirdly, I lean more towards Lost Boys on that one.
I do.
I always think of like dark shit when I think of Breakfast Club. I don't feel. That is such a beloved movie, and I don't feel good when that movie's done.
Weirdly, what I think back on when it floats through my mind, I just remember all the angst that they're all experiencing.
Yeah, I remember who plays the bully guy. What's his name? Fucking
Bender, Lawrence Bender.
No.
Oh shit!
That guy wrote Star Wars.
God, I know his name though.
Anthony. No, that's not Anthony Alcohol.
He's the nerdy one.
The guy who plays the tough dude who's like goes on the speech and like reenacting his dad yelling at him. That's what I think of when I think of the Breakfast Club. It's like, oh my God, no wonder this guy's such an asshole.
This is hurting me because it's weird. I've only ever seen him in the Breakfast Club, but I know his name and now I can't remember it.
Oh, you know what? Let me expand this question out then while we got this chat still going. I want to expand this question out to songs that instantly help you feel good.
Ooh.
For me, just to give you guys some examples. For me, I don't really like this band, but I love this song. It's by The Killers, and it's one of the most acoustic covered songs you'll ever hear. All these things that I've done. Absolutely love that song. Stand By Me, specifically the John Lennon version. Dancing in the Moonlight, specifically the Top Loader version. I really love you know what does it for me? Like there's not many Eminem songs I'd say are feel good, but the Eminem song that really does it for me is the song Berserk. That I get a major kick out of that tune. Yeah,
for sure.
What about you, John? You probably have some good feel good songs.
Feel good tunes. Oh yeah, man. The one song I've had on a lot lately to feel good to is a song called Humility by Gorillaz, and partly why I've had that song on is because it's very summery. It's got a really beautiful kind of pleasant atmosphere, but it's also a song about wanting to be out of isolation and to connect with people. And so, like, especially at this moment in time, it came out before this pandemic even happened, but it's appreciated in feel good value, I think. So
very true.
So that's one song, but there will be more that come to me as time goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Small Stakes by Spoon. That's a good one about like not letting small stuff, make you sweat too much and get you down.
What's one? What? There's the song that I heard. This is a very specific song. The day I realized I was probably in love with my girlfriend, this song came on the radio, never became super popular, but that's even better because no one else is going to be sharing this song. Yes. Safe by the band Bay Ledges. I absolutely adore that tune, and can't help but think about her whenever I hear that song. Absolutely do. And there's a lot of songs by Milky Chance that I really love.
Oh yeah.
I think Milky Chance, a lot of feel good. A lot of Jack Johnson. I still love Jack Johnson tunes. They really put me in a feel good mood.
Dude, okay, so sidebar. I am going to give myself a little credit because the character's name was John Bender, but Judd Nelson. Judd Nelson is the name I could not recall. So there we're at the bottom. This song is not necessarily the most necessarily upbeat, so to speak. Like it is a little bit of it's a good workout song. But there's a song by Asher Roth actually called Last Man Standing that when I need to feel good in the sense that I can really tackle something or I need to boost myself up, that's a good feel good tune.
Yeah. Brian is saying Brian is saying Family Guy. I've been watching a lot more Family Guy as of late.
Oh, hey Brian.
Family Guy, that really does. But Family Guy and American Dad and the Simpsons show on catching up on Disney Plus. If I just want to feel good, those shows really help out a lot.
Yeah,
you guys are putting some great recommendations in here in terms of seriously, if whoever's in this chat, start taking some notes because there's a lot of great recommendations here if you're looking to just uplift your spirits.
Oh yeah.
Annie Newton is saying Pride and Prejudice BBC series.
Good call.
Heard a lot of great things about that show.
Some songs get the best by AWOL Nation or Get Passion.
Huh? What classic movies do you recommend?
Oh, some feel-good classic
Breakfast
movies.
at Tiffany's. Gone with the Wind is a great one.
That's a feel-great movie.
Gone with the Wind's a great feel-good movie.
Charade.
A Streetcar Named Desire.
I recovered from back surgery
on the
to Charade.
Waterfront.
Intolerance. Nosferatu.
In the Heat of the Night.
Sallow. In the Heat of the Night is a terrific movie, though. I adore that movie. But there got to be some great old time comedies, man. This is gonna be the most I Googled or realized.
Yeah. Which one?
Pillow Talk with Doris Day.
Pillow Talk with Doris Day.
Just came to me out of nowhere.
Dodgeball. Oh, H said dodgeball. Absolutely. I'm gonna start writing some of these down on my phone.
This is literally going to be you recommending us what you feel good to now.
I just want to do this live stream to get some tips.
Fred Astaire. Get some dancing into your life, my friends.
Yeah. I would also say, let's see. Oh my God. Oh, Dodgeball. Oh my God. Such a funny ass movie.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Hey, Brendan V. Thank you so much. You guys got the band. We don't have brought up the bandanas, and I feel like with the amount of time we take through going through comments and going through super chats and taking our time with a lot of these answers, we probably said this before, and then you put this down here like before we realized you had already super chatted this. But no, I'm sorry, we don't have the bandanas at the moment.
We'll have them.
Promise next time, okay? Next week we will have bandanas.
When 200 people are in the room, we'll have bandanas.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Oh, Shaft. I think the 2019 Shaft is a good feel-good movie. Someone's saying right here, the flicking critic. Where are we at? Pulp Fiction. Really? Are you sure about Pulp Fiction, Carter? I don't know if that's a feel-good movie, dude.
I think the feel-goodest Tarantino gets is probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And even then, there's some heavy shit in there. Chernobyl. Good call, Lana. Great way to kick the door in. Happy love to Hawaii.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's another feel-good movie right there.
Terrific call.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd say so. I give it to you. Galucci Films is asking, yo, Greg and John, how are you guys so sexy? It's simple. A lot of Rogaine everywhere. I still use
We
Rogaine.
Are hairy.
I put Rogaine everywhere on my body, and I put it on the cats too. I put it on John when he's not looking. He's got a hairy back because of it. A lot of Rogaine, man. Also, a lot of fiber. If you do take a lot of fiber and Rogaine, combine them together, I don't know how to properly explain
Shit your guts out and grow some hair.
But it really does cover up a lot of extra fat. So yeah, a lot of fiber and a lot of Rogaine. Just want to say,
yes.
I cannot say Home Alone is a good feel-good movie. Nathaniel Johnson, thank you so much. Is that a real photo of you? That is sexy.
I love the lighting. You look like you're in Double Toasted.
He looks like he's in Double Toasted meets the John Wickiverse. Spirited Away. Any Studio Ghibli movie. Have you seen any Studio Ghibli movies?
I've seen Princess Mononoke, I've seen Spirited Away, and I've seen The Wind Rises, and shit. There's an early one that was before Spirited Away that has a character's name in the title, and they're wanting to save these giant bug creatures. I've seen that one too.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I've seen 4, but I haven't seen Howls. I haven't seen Totoro.
There's been a lot of love for the movie Superbad in this chat so far. A lot of love.
That is an adventure.
That's a great feel-good movie.
Yeah, McLovin alone.
I mean, I will say, out of any movie that I've seen, where I would like, we're not exactly those two, but I think around like our early 20s, that's the only movie I could think of where like, yeah, that's the closest to us. Like early 20s, Greg and John. Yeah. I would say I'm like, yeah, I was definitely like a Jonah Hill, and he was definitely like a Michael Cera. Yeah.
It's not a 1-to-1, but yeah, it's like we're each those guys, and then each of us has a dash of McLovin.
Yeah, I would say so. But that's the one, because it was so easy to go, which one are you? Definitely these. What's one?
Yeah. Here's one. Speaking of feel-good music and movie collision, go watch the Irish film Sing Street, because the music in that film is really great, really lively, but also it's really inspiring and really heartfelt picture.
Anissa, we're gonna get to your question. I just thought of another one.
Okay.
I just thought of another. Feel-good movie that you wouldn't say is a feel-good movie, but I feel good. I feel endeared by the end of it, and that is, I think it's Swedish or Switzerland. There's a remake of it called Let Me In. The original film is Let the Right One In.
Swedish.
Seen that twice. Both times it's a strange film, because it looks like, when you see the trailer, it looks like this like full-blown horror movie, but it's not. But I feel good when that movie's done. Have you guys seen that film? The original? I think the remake's pretty good, actually. Matt Reeves, Batman news. But
it's still on hold.
But I think Let the Right One In is a great film that makes you feel good, and you wouldn't expect that ending.
All right.
We got Carter Logan. We got the Disaster Artist in here. Good call. DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
Again. A lot of love.
Anissa. Also, John watched Ed Wood, John's favorite movie. You take this comment, John.
Also, John, I watched Ed Wood, hug emoji. It was great. I liked it a lot. I love Tim Burton, so I knew I would love it. I'm so glad to hear that. That is my favorite motion picture.
Why do you love it so much, John? Tell the camera.
I love that movie because it is so many different things, and I love the idea of doing a biopic in the style of film that person might have made. I think it's one of Johnny Depp's most earnest character performances because it is full-on a character, but not in a very obvious type of way. There are so many great side character performances. It's in black and white, which I adore when we're not restricted to black and white. And yeah, it tells a very relatable story that I think any artist can come to, where it's that conundrum of you want to put your all and your passion into something, even if it's not that good, you know? And so I think it speaks to something that we can all touch on as creative types, but also it's just so fun. It's really indicative of its time and place. And even if it takes liberties, it's a really lively biopic. So yeah, I could go on for days. Theremin.
Great answer, John. Great answers all around. Everyone.
Thanks.
So proud of everyone in this chat.
Really, you guys have come a long way.
The Exorcist. Ugh. Oh, Ed Wood getting a lot of love here. Underrated movie.
Hey, Tarantino said it should have won the either screenplay or picture award that year that Pulp Fiction beat it against, or Reservoir Dogs. I can't remember.
I don't know if I could.
I can't agree with Tarantino.
I don't never agree with Tarantino.
Ever. Hey, Jenna Randolph, how's it going?
We got someone saying
Anna Ramirez.
Oh man, I just missed it. What happened to it? Ah, fuck.
What was it? What was the idea? What was
it slipped my mind just now.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll get back there eventually.
Okay, so I have fallen again behind on the super chats, but let's go through some comments here. Ooh, some songs. Let's Dance by David Bowie. That's a good one right there.
Ooh, yes, that is a good one. Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta is a great song, and that holds the test of time. And they've got other good tracks.
We got E. Stark saying, "You are so beautiful to me.
Can't you see?"
I used to think people on TikTok were talentless, and then I did that.
So we should start a TikTok is what I'm getting out of that. I'm not going to sing Post Malone.
I was just making a sarcastic comment. There are plenty of talented people on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone who's on TikTok. I have friends who have TikTok.
Tara Erickson on TikTok. She's funny.
She's probably good.
That's hilarious. Oh, dude. Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, Little Miss Sunshine. Good pick,
That's a great one. School of Rock is one of my favorite movies, and that's a good one.
And then, John, lean your head. Okay. Me Name's the Eliminator. Thank you so much for contributing to the super chat. John Deere Bernie Sanders impression, who, by the way, is still running for president. He has not endorsed Biden. I want to make that clear.
I love the movie Rat Race because of the funny I haven't heard him talk in a minute. Oh, shit. Okay.
What are you talking about? Live streams.
Bernie Sanders. I love the movie. So the problem is,
young Bernie Sanders was a 1960s Italian
No,
monster.
the problem is I don't know
Bernie Sanders.
Hey,
pass the cannoli.
The problem with
fucking Bernie Sanders.
I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm going to do like a Bernie thing, and my mind, like right before I talk, turns into Al Pacino. So I don't want to go, I love the movie. I love the movie Rat Race. I'm failing this hard. I love the movie Rat Race because of the funny moments and funny stunts. Ha ha ha. Have you guys seen Rat Race?
Yeah, I love Rat Race.
I think that's a funny movie.
Actually, you know what? I would say that's an underrated comedy.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really... I think at the time it came out, it was just like, it's a ripoff of It's a Mad, Mad World, just with a different title. But no, I think it's more than that. I think it does its own thing. I mean, similar plot setup. It's akin, but also, I mean, a lot of the details of the setup are very different, you know? I don't remember any Nazi encounterments in It's Mad, Mad World.
I mean, it's definitely updated to be a broad comedy, but it's weird. While I don't necessarily look back on that movie as like a terrific film that didn't receive the respect it deserves, I think it is like a lot more fun than its legacy reminds you of.
Flatliner. Thank you, Bernie Alvarado, by the way. You're always here, Bernie Alvarado. And hey, what's your cat's name? Flatliner 87. Oh, thank you. That's such a big contribution. Thank you.
Good to see you again,
dude.
Yeah,
thank you. But I think, that's a thank you. It's really a lot of money. Thank you. But I want to say thank you in the way how Sam said in our recent episode on Supernatural that we just put up on Patreon today. Thank you. Really. Thank you. I did like Keanu Reeves.
Now do it like Bernie.
Thank you. Really. Thank you.
There you go. Now he'll play Bernie in a biopic.
Al Pacino could definitely play Bernie. If Larry David's not going to do it, Pacino should.
Happy Saturday, handsome men. When I want to check out,
What?
I like to binge watch Ion Flux, MTV series, BH, Beverly Hills 90210, and Daria. Feel good movies.
Why are you doing the Bernie Sanders?
Because I just want to redeem myself, and it's not going well.
Sister Act. Never been kissed. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Sister Act.
Don't we know someone who worked on Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead?
I feel like we do. This came up recently, and now
It's never been kissed? Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
man. No one had ever kissed Drew Barrymore until she got a makeover.
nope.
Got hot,
Yeah.
finally.
That's how that became realistic.
Beverly Hills 90210. Do you know what your thing? Thank you, by the way. You are a handsome man yourself.
Mm.
Trust me. If you were in the room right now, all eyes would be on you. Thank God you're not, because you would just steal the spotlight
Yeah,
from all our
too
Rogaine and fiber that we've been taking. But Flatliner, you know what your comment reminds me of? A trailer I just saw for a Netflix thing when we were done watching Supernatural. Have you heard of this like weird Temptation Island shit on Netflix? It's like number 5 in the US right now.
Yes.
What the fuck is it called? Too Hot for Sex or something?
Too hot first, yeah, something like that.
It's basically like you get like this, like a bunch of hot ass motherfuckers on an island, and then the whole point is they just can't bone each other and they lose money if they do any type of sexual encounter. And I'm like, how hard can that be?
I am so torn.
I went many, many years without any sexual encounter. I could definitely win that battle. God.
I am so torn on that concept, because half of me goes, what? And the other half goes, that's a very smart game show idea. That's going to make all of us go, let's get that sexual tension going.
I feel like I just watch that show going, stop fucking each other. What are you doing?
I know. It will create this inner conflict because you'll be simultaneously going, God, I want these guys to hook up, but don't do it.
Well, thank you, Flatliner.
Yeah, much love to you.
Ooh, Donald Duck. John, read it in your Donald Duck impression.
Oh, hold on.
Gollum came out of you there.
Well, because... Hold on. I can't. I can do that.
God damn it.
No? That Donald Duck voice?
Where's our hand sanitizer? Give me a baby wipe. Hand me the baby wipe yourself. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Oh, is that the Ben Stiller movie?
Yes, based on the book, short story, etc. of the same name. Donald, have I ever done a Donald Duck voice?
I don't know.
That's a really hard voice to do.
I remember when John and I were really young, and John, get your face out of the fucking thing, goddamn it. I remember when I was really young, I was sleeping over at John's house, and Ben Stiller did some random drama, and we didn't know it was a drama. We thought Ben Stiller, it's probably some funny shit. Ends up being this hardcore drama to which I don't remember the title. And Ben Stiller's opening scene is some girl just hardcore riding him. Do you remember that?
I do.
And I was like, what the hell is this
It's a remake.
And the whole movie, all they're talking about is sex the whole time.
Yes, it was one of those comedies that managed to be completely just like
Not funny.
abrasive and unpleasant. Like it was unfunny and unpleasant. The Heartbreak Kid.
Ooh, some good song recommendations we're seeing here in the chat. We'll go back to the super chats in a second. Post Malone, Sunflower, good call. Bob Marley, Three Little Birds.
Yeah.
You're the one that I want from Greece. Oh, you know what I want? You know what I really love? You know what I really love? Youth of the Nation.
We are
The
youth of the nation.
I feel like if I could learn how to sing, that would be the best, like fucking that'd be the best karaoke song.
It would be gratifying.
Because if you could do the rap part, like last day for the rest of my life, walked outside, took 2 to the chest, and then you do the singing part, like if you could do both of those, oh man, it's so sexy.
And if you could sing your own backup vocals, that would be perfect.
Yeah, it's such a voice. How was he doing that?
Hey, the POD, the last I checked, still exists. So
we haven't missed anyone here yet, right? We're going through this in order.
Yeah.
Okay. Twist and Shout from the Beatles. Good one. I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles, I think, is a really good feel-good song.
Very good feel-good song.
Hey, we're catching up with the chat a little bit. We got Keen Lagerfield saying Flintstones casting David Harbour as Fred is actually not a bad pick.
I can see it.
Kevin James as Barney, also not a bad pick. Reese Witherspoon as Wilma. Katy Perry as Betty, yeah, and Ricky Gervais as Garzoom. Good calls.
All right. Hey, the thing is, though, like they could easily reboot the Flintstones any minute now because it's been so many years since we've thought about it at all.
Totally, John.
All right, back in the middle.
All right, guys. All right. Tluckus77, thank you so much for contributing, dude. My feel-good movie is the other. Thank you. I've been trying. Olivia's not into Will Ferrell, and I don't blame her. I've met a lot of people who just don't like Will Ferrell movies. I've really been trying to get her to watch the other guys. It's a constant battle to try to get her to watch the other.
It's the true test of our relationship.
But then every time she's like, fine, I'll give it a chance. I do this. Ooh, I'm kind of worried you won't like it now. so I don't put it on.
You gotta have you gotta put it on a day where you guys, neither of you care what you watch.
It's both other guys and Breaking Bad. Anytime she's like, fine, let's try it. It's just like abrasive attitude of like, fine. I'm like, I don't feel like you're truly open to it. I don't want to do this.
I don't feel like you're going to be receptive.
Thanks for all your great work. I watched The Real Reject since I was 12, and I'm still here at 18. Damn, we've been doing this for 6 years.
Isn't that crazy?
We need
Somebody
to do
just sent us an Instagram DM that was like, I've been watching for 6 years. And I was like, wow.
Well, thanks for watching for so long, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Ethan Holgate, Trey Parker's Orgasmo, hilarious movie. Have you seen it?
I have.
You have. Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you look at the trailer and the cover, and it's exactly what you're getting into. But for what it is, I laughed.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not one that I have like an intense association with. But when I watched it, I was like, I see what's to be enjoyed here on like a midnight on Comedy Central kind of way.
Guys, I'm gonna shout someone out specially right now. Her name's Janice Jerry.
What?
Janice was we did improv when we were younger,
yeah.
and none of those skills are truly shining through tonight, but we did
not my impressions
due to mood experiences prior leading into this. But anytime we've been good at improv, it's all thanks to this woman right here. So Janice, thank you for timing in. They're watching Office Space tonight.
Yeah.
Mike and Dave need Arrested Development. I haven't seen the latest season. I think there was a lot of bad lead into the latest season based off of that weird interview that got really popular. A lot of weird tension.
Wow, I forgot all about that.
But do you know a great podcast that I listen to that always puts you in a good mood? Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
That is the truth.
If there's one podcast I'd like to get into, like actually guest star on one day, it'd be Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Undoubtedly.
Called that.
All right, so what do we got here?
I love that there's somebody shouting out The Phantom with Billy Zane. Yes.
John, get ready to scooch in, buddy.
Ooh, I'm scooched for Jared Penn. No, for Matthew Holmes.
Matthew Holmes. Want to feel strange? Watch Midsommar. I feel like that could be a feel-good movie in some ways.
Depending on which person you identify with, yes. If you identify with Florence Pugh, maybe.
Have you guys seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil? That's a really great feel-good movie to me.
That is a lovely movie.
Office Space is a good one. The Office is a great feel-good show.
Dude, What We Do in the Shadows, on both counts, that is a feel-good movie, and from what I understand, a feel-good show as well now.
Ozark is like the most talked about show right now.
Does not seem feel good, but certainly seems quality.
All right, Jared Penn, thank you so much, my dude.
Jared Padalecki.
First off, thank you for being awesome and keeping me entertained during these hard times. No problem. My favorite feel food movie is Rudy. Rudy,
Carbo load.
Watching him get fat by the end of that. Watching Sean Astin prepare for Sam.
Yeah, he prepared for the role by not playing football and not practicing and not taking good care of his body.
Oh no, I know what you mean.
Rudy is a very good feel good movie though.
I feel like sports movies, you get a lot of feel good movies out of there, right?
Do they make? Is there a genre of sports movie that isn't intrinsically tied to some kind of triumph of the human spirit? Is there just like a character study sports movie where things don't turn out well?
That's a fair point, but I don't think so. I can't think of one.
That's a good call of a sports movie though, for sure. Like Rudy especially has the chant that we like. People use the Rudy chant to make other people in real life feel good. So I feel like of all the sports movies like that, that's a terrific call.
Guys, I want you to know we are going in order of the super chats. So some people think their super chats are being missed. We have this up here because this is the exact order all of them come in through. And to be fair, we're not skipping anyone.
Yeah,
that's just the way we roll.
The split screens here for those who we can't just put up as a graphic.
Yeah, so we're letting you know we're just being fair to everyone, and that's the way it goes. But sorry if we haven't gotten to yours yet, but I promise we will. Brendan V, thank you. Ratatouille always makes me feel better. The food and the amazing animation of Paris are everything. Chef's kiss. Ratatouille, underrated ass Pixar movie, I think. Underrated so much that it made so much money. It became so beloved. In fact, we had a movie trivia schmodown question about it recently. Go check that out when it finally comes out. Yeah.
Anyone can cook.
Hey, it's not out yet. The match.
No. Well, it's not anything that pertains to the match anymore.
Well, you might be giving too many hints based off of the way you're saying it, John.
Thinking back to the film itself.
Let's see here. Harvey Danger Flagpole. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Yeah. Flagpole Sitta. Love that song.
Baby Driver soundtrack is getting a lot of love in this chat. Wedding Crashers, another great call here.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got here?
We got Bernie's back. All right, this is the third time's a charm.
All right.
Once you find the thing to flash on. No? All right.
No, it's not there. All right. John, do it.
My feel-good movie is National Lampoon's Vacation because of the funny lines and funny moments of Chevy Chase.
Have you seen Vacation?
I have. In fact, I've seen Vacation, and a few Christmases ago, I saw Christmas Vacation for the first time. So I'm severely late to that party.
John, you fucked up, man. I just said this whole thing about us going in order, and you skipped this one right here.
Brendan V?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought you had it flashed on.
No, John, don't blame me. I blame you for everything.
It's my fault.
When things go right, I get the credit. When things go wrong, you get the blame.
That's
I messed that up. I know
fair.
I did. You don't have to point it out.
What are you talking about? I see.
It's a different question. He sent multiple super chats.
That's why
I got confused.
We both messed up. Now, see, I just did that to
but I don't want the blame. It's plain and simple.
We'll take the blame for both.
I've been watching someone's
the blame for all
daily press conferences about the coronavirus, and I've learned a thing or two about how to handle this.
Well, yeah, because what you've been doing here is great.
If it goes right, it's my praise. All right.
And if it goes wrong, it's just the liberal media.
Someone else's fault. Okay. So let's correct this.
All right.
Brendan V, warning y'all, send another super chat about the bandanas.
Sorry.
Do you guys remember from You Now and Patreon? Love you guys. Of course I remember you from You Now.
Dude.
That failed app that we tried for like a hot minute and was like, this sucks. Let's just live stream somewhere else. Hey, YouTube does it. Sweet.
I'm still surprised that somebody else beat them to that punch.
Thank you, Brendan V.
Thank you for sticking with us for so long.
Thank you for contributing so much here. Thank you for being so kind. John, bring bandanas next week. Wash and dry them before you come over.
Oh, dude, they're going to be so clean that you're not going to want to take them off.
All right. Anissa Oliva. My Girl is also a feel-good movie as well. And also any John Hughes movie, even though I know you all don't enjoy. I never said I don't enjoy John Hughes.
I mean,
I just said he has some films now that get a little bit of backlash for some touchy subjects.
Some of the sensibilities
manner.
of the 80s teen coming-of-age films have not aged the greatest.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that you can't still love the John Hughes.
Do you know what I don't know what My Girl is.
I know what it is, but I can't really get in depth about it because I've not seen it.
Yeah.
But it's a good call, I'm sure. I would assume.
Oh, Can't Take My Eyes Off You by Frankie Valli's. TM just said it in the chat. Great call.
That is a great
call.
Great call.
Now, Jenna, I know you've been saying we skipped your super chat, but look, we just got to it, my dear. We're right here.
I'm going to highlight the
We're
text.
right here. Hey, guys, I love you. We love you too, Jenna. I haven't been able to do Patreon lately. That's okay. Have you ever seen the anime bungo Stray Dogs? Have not seen it. It's been highly recommended. As a matter of fact, we are about to be fully caught up with My Hero Academia. So we are shopping around some ideas of what the next anime show is that we're going to be covering in the meantime. Stray Dogs on the list. Might just do a raffle and a poll. You make sure to vote, Jenna.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you contributing to the chat. I hope you're being safe. I hope your dad is doing well too. Much love to you. You've been an incredible supporter of us for so long. Thank you so much. Sorry it took us so long to get around to the question, but we also just don't want to. I know this is no disrespect to anyone. A lot of people kind of just only go through the super chats. We also like to make sure we're reading the regular comments as well.
A little bit of everybody.
Got a little bit of everybody, you know. We don't want to just play some pure favoritism here. Just some favoritism, you know. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, you know.
Like someone right here just said, "Are you reading any comments?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we are."
And favoritism is allowed us to read yours.
So let's go back to here. But thank you, Jenna. Jared Penn again. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Thank you, Jared. Sorry for the typo. Obviously, I meant good in my message. Another feel-good movie I love is Up. You guys rock.
I like that you penalized yourself.
The only feel-good part of Up for me is the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I felt like that old bitch was holding him back from pursuing his real dreams. So when she died, then when finally he can go traveling, do something he really wants, like hang out with a little boy on a fun little adventure. That woman was holding him back, and feel goodness kicked in right when she kicked the can. That's all I'm going to say.
I can't add to that. That's just a flawless take. That's just a flawless take on that.
Oh, we got Kiki Gardner in the chat, which is not a super chat, by the way. Everyone's going, are you reading the comments? Hot Rod. That's a movie I walked out of and then went, oh, you know what? Thinking back, that first 20 minutes was kind of funny. Let me go back. And I laughed my ass off. Hot Rod.
Good call there.
Pineapple Express. Amen to that.
Yes.
So, did we see an early? No. I saw an early screening. Waited a year for it to come out. Took John opening night. He loved it. Next Halloween, we were Seth Rogen and James Franco from that movie. Roll that picture.
Oh, that was.
Don't have it on it?
No.
Oh, what the hell,
I'm
man!
so
I said I was going to bring it up in this chat.
I know that's my failure completely.
Yeah.
And the funny thing,
Your fault, not me. We're shutting down.
You're the worst partner.
Fucking governors.
And the fun part of that costume for y'all playing along at home is that I was Seth Rogen and you were James Franco.
Yeah.
So my old improv wig.
Okay. Okay. We got Solskjaer J, 1999, Paddington 1 and 2, End of 2, When Aunt Lucy Turns Up. I totally agree. I've never seen the movie, but I totally agree with you. I'll say whatever you want if you super chat us. So thank you so much, dude. It's really kind of you.
There are lots of movies I need to see to feel better about myself, but I feel like it's a true failure that I have seen neither Paddington film for just how much like purity I've heard is in those things.
You've let us down big time.
Yeah. No. This is seriously another one of my shortcomings.
Wonder Woman. I guess that would be a feel-good movie. That No Man's Land scene just really makes you like. It's just tears. It's inspirational tears. You know, It's very inspirational tears.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Philly G. Philip Gafranco.
Feel good. Thank you so much, dude. That's a big contribution. Thank you. Philip DeFranco says, "What's up, you beautiful sons of bitches and you fucking whores? Feel good movies. Chef, The Princess Bride, Feel the Dreams, Keeping Fury, Willy Wonka, Amelie, and Big Trouble in Little China." That's my way of like how that's my rhythm of Philip DeFranco. It's because it's obvious that he's he has semi of a script in front of him, and then he's like cuts it in a certain way his editor does to make it seem like it's just like it's really smooth. When I'm like, I know what it's like to read from a script and edit. I can hear the rhythm.
Those two words were not said anywhere near close to each
I can
other.
hear the rhythm. I know you're making it sound like you're just cutting out a little bit of dead space, but I know there's a script.
So Philip DeFranco's a fake
journalism.
Fake
No,
news,
actually,
fake
he's
news.
probably the most trusted guy in journalism I could think of
on the YouTubes.
I'd say on the YouTubes, yeah. But I think just generally speaking, I think he's great at what he does because Philip DeFranco will he knows how to insert his opinion, but still make everything fair and open it up to like both sides. I think that's what's really good about the way he does it, as opposed to right wing and left media. It's like he knows how to state his stance, but also or his take. But then,
but not make it the whole point of the show.
Yeah. I just don't want him to do a video on us. I'm just saying good things.
Hey, man, we could be doing one of his little guest intros or something someday if you play your cards right.
Feel good movie, Chef. Haven't seen it. Princess
Chef
Bride
is a great call.
Princess Bride is one of the best movies of all time. That's just my personal opinion. Willy Wonka. I would say Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Everyone prefers that one. Cuban Fury. What about Balls of Fury? You see that? The ping pong movie?
It's funny. I thought it was funny.
Amelie. What about
I've seen
Army
half of
Hammer? Big Trouble in Little China?
Amelie.
I think that Dwayne Johnson reboot's going to totally outdo it.
That's right. That's what we need right now.
But thank you, Philip DeFranco, for
Philly
submitting here. Brendan B, we accidentally skipped and went to you. Sorry for playing favoritism there. Did not intend that.
I hate you.
Anissa, thank you again. Some Like It Hot.
Yep.
That's a great one.
Singing in the rain.
Singing in the Rain. Oh, great call.
That is a great call.
Olivia would love you. She really would. Wayne's World. Oh, great one. Feel good movies. We Belong Together, Richie Valens, Andromeda, Gorillas, feel good songs. Dude, Anissa, you and John got to go on a date. I'm just saying, you guys got to go on a date. John, you got to take her to like Chuck E. Cheese or something, you know, something great that women love, like
something
fucking
classy,
like laser tag.
Something that shows you really paid
You got to take
attention.
Anissa on a proper date.
Yeah, we'll rent out the back room where they have like the little birthday parties. We'll have like our own unlimited laser tag.
Go to Blockbuster, rent a DVD or something, or a
we'll drive to
VHS
Alaska
copy,
where the
man.
last Blockbuster
Dude,
is.
you got to do it, man.
Definitely. It needs to you and me. All right, and we'll be blasting Andromeda all the way up.
We got Kiki here, who just recently saw Die Hard for the first time after hearing about it.
Well done. After you just heard about it,
her whole life, and it was I mean, it sounded like I just heard about this movie called Die Hard. It sounded crazy. Guy in a building,
have you
come from New York, trying to save his marriage. Suddenly, terrorist break.
What are the odds, right? Especially on Christmas time.
The Phantom, Pete Ramirez, The Phantom.
Billy Zane.
No one talks about The Phantom enough.
Nope.
No one talks about The Phantom and The Shadow enough. Those are the best comic book movies I watched growing up. I read this whole article. I need to watch the documentary. I watched this whole article. I read this whole about the Death of Superman movie, the not Keanu Reeves one, the Nicolas Cage one, and Tim Burton.
Yep.
And I'm like, why are we talking about releasing that cut? Maybe because they didn't film anything, but the documentary.
Why are we talking about filming that movie?
The Mr. Sunday Movies did that funny, but it was also like kind of cool claymation video of the Rise of Skywalker Colin Trevorrow cut.
Oh yeah.
I would love for them to do one for the Death of Superman one.
That would be
Nicholas,
cool.
I feel like that'd be. I think there's something special to be done there from Mr. Sunday Movies of doing just a whole bunch of those, the what ifs or the movies that never got made or the sequels that never got done. I think he should do those. Those would be a lot of fun.
Love that, Mr. Sunday. Also, by the way, noticing you, Jenna, and noticing whoever commented right after you that you also wanted to be noticed. You're both being noticed.
Yes.
Whoever commented to you about it.
Demogorgon Boy, Good Boy. I haven't seen Good Boys yet, but I hear it's pretty great.
A lot of recommendations, yeah.
Ooh, Matthew Holmes. Oh my God, yeah. Thank you for bringing it up. You kind of look like you could be a really like hot, charming guy, or an Uber driver who kidnaps people. You're like one of the two. I love that about your look, man. But I would never say that to your face in real life. I'm just saying that because over the internet. I know you could whip my ass in person.
You look like a young Kevin Bacon to me, and I am saying this over the
You look
internet.
like Kevin Bacon meets Zac Efron. Actually, yeah, kind of.
Actually,
Think about it, yeah.
Yeah, and then mix in just a little bit of the lead singer from either Fun or Interpol, and you got it. And
video games that make you feel good. God of War. God of War. I'm almost done with it. I got 2 chapters left on God of War.
Is it making you feel good?
It really is. Leave it at that.
All righty, yeah. Feel good video game, man. You know what's a great one? Little Big Planet's a great one.
Snake on the old phone.
Snake, yeah. Tetris, great feel good game. Hold on a second. There's a great feel good game. Katamari is a lot of fun. Just roll up a whole world of yourself.
I'd say I don't know any feel good games.
Animal Crossing.
I love like the dark ass games.
Like Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Or The Sims. Remember The Sims when you were in middle school? Are you guys, who here is old enough to remember playing The Sims in middle school and being up all night, entering that fucking cheat code to give yourself $1 million, having a wife and a kid? Because they did allow gay marriage in that game?
Not that I
But you
am
could be gay.
of. Can you?
You could like kiss another guy or be a girl and kiss another girl. I lived a lot of fantasies through that, Sims.
A lot of lopsided fantasies.
Oh man, I lost a lot of sleep and did not. And all I thought about when I was at school was going home and playing The Sims.
If I'm not mistaken, the original Sims or something is made some kind of resurgence in online like gaming stores, and so has Roller Coaster Tycoon. They got a phone app game out now.
Lauren Martinez, thank you, Lauren. Love your profile pic. Yeah. I'm trying to learn how to compliment women on the internet without crossing into creep territory. And I feel like that is a great prelude into doing that.
Well, let's see how it goes. Let's get some compliments going.
And then I got more of a finer line too. I got to ride because I'm in a relationship, right? So I don't want to ever do something where it looks like I'm coming on to the person. So it's like, how do you appropriately compliment, like the gentleman complimenting a lady without hitting on them?
I find that
like at all, like if I like you could do it and be like a little flirty. I can't do that. That's inappropriate.
Well, this is where other adjectives come in, because I think if you say like, if you just say like, oh, that's a lovely avatar, like lovely isn't necessarily like I am directly indicating my attraction to you specifically, or like delightful.
All right, let me give it a shot. Not to come across like a creepy pervert who you want to talk about on Twitter and cancel me one day. I just want to say that's a lovely profile avatar photo you got. Nailed it.
Dude, that was so natural. I felt like you were talking to me.
Shows that make me feel good are Frasier and Cheers. Oh, you got decades of material.
You'll never run out.
Never run out there. Yeah. Thank you, Laura Martinez.
Actually, I have not seen much of Cheers in my life, but in the past year is when I have seen literally every episode I've ever seen of Cheers. And it is a very delightful show. I will give it.
Susanna came in the chat here to say, today I watched X-Men Dark Phoenix. Didn't add on to that. Well, she said, I'll add on. Maybe the quarantine situation was going fine. Then I watched X-Men Dark Phoenix. Now I can't wait for the quarantine situation to end.
Yeah, comment again if that made you feel good or not.
Marvel's Runaways. Hey, that was an awesome show. Greg, what was his name? Greg, whatever.
Sulkin.
Greg Sulkin. Handsome gentleman. Were you there the day I met him?
I was. Yeah, it's Spice.
I remember when he complimented me. He's like, you're so funny. You're timing. That's all I remember. Everything else I zoned out.
Yeah. Yeah, all that part where he was like, give me a number so I can get you a role in this new show we're working on.
I just so lost at him and smiled and then orgasmed in my pants as he looked at me. See, I can make that comment about him because he's a straight man, and gay guy jokes are funny because he's straight.
Because it's,
But if that was a woman,
hilarious. Then it would just be like, why are you sharing this information? Don't do that. Another feel-good show.
Dude, what is your other feel-good show?
Adventure Time is a great feel-good show.
This is around the mark in the live stream where Greg and John enter delusional territory.
It's another feel-good.
I've noticed.
Feel it.
I've noticed the trajectory of how this goes. I've really noticed the trajectory of this. It always goes start off, positive energy. We're really into this, and we're actually fairly sharp, and we're making sure. Let's tend to the super chats, let's tend to the comments,
not lose track of anything.
And then about the 30 to 40 minute mark, energy starts to go like a little bit down, and we're like, oh no, I mean, people are kind of bored, they're kind of not interested. Oh, but we're having fun though. Let's do this, man. Get your head out of the negative thinking. Stay positive. At least that's what's going on my end. And then around the hour mark, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to feel a second wind coming. Then around the hour and a half part, I go, oh, okay, I've just entered like just stupid as shits and start coming out of my mouth. I just know it.
Don't worry, that third wind's coming at hour 2.5.
No, we're not gonna go that.
This will not be like last week.
This will not be a 3-hour live stream. We will.
Someone is spamming 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's
Tape
not a feel
101.
good. Is that a feel good film?
It depends on your perspective. Feel good is subjective.
True that. And hey, I mean, catharsis, sometimes you got to watch something that is reminiscent of your situation to get it. So I feel ya.
John.
Yes. Share.
We did it. Perfect face plant.
Man.
Perfect face plant, dude.
Face
plant.
Galen
Shumway. Ooh, look at this guy. Someone saw 8 Mile recently.
Beard's weird. Nah, you got a great beard.
You got a great beard. Dude, if you're a guy and I make fun of you, that's only because I'm jealous. I want to make that clear. The great outdoors.
So if
I compliment you, I have a really low opinion about you. The great outdoors batteries. The best time to tune in on our live stream is have they been on for an hour and a half? All right, now I'm gonna take that's really the hot spot. Right?
First half hour or the hour and a half points.
That's when they're like, they don't give 2 fucks anymore. They're gonna do whatever. The great outdoors, batteries not included, and the natural, Candy and Aykroyd, best comedy duo in a movie. The great outdoors is perfect. Those are some solid recommendations, dude.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, John Candy.
Rest in peace, John Candy. Indeed, Conan O'Brien talks a lot about John Candy on his podcast. Dan Aykroyd, I just hear nothing but weird things about the guy.
He's got skull vodka and alien theories. What's weird about that?
I'm not going to yes on this, John.
Good.
Janice is watching,
and she's friends with Dan Aykroyd.
Janice, our old improv teacher. Wait, yes, and on yourself there.
Thanks,
kudos. Good improv.
I learned from the best.
Janice.
Serious, thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
Diary
of a Wimpy Kid Icarus. Yes, please mash them up.
Someone misses our old setup from the old house. Which one?
Let's go get the old house back.
There's been like 4 new setups. I constantly change the setup depending on where I'm living. I mean,
if we found like an old plate, we could just start green screening in the old set.
Because of this one comment.
That's all it takes.
Let's make the editing and the importing and the exporting that much more difficult.
That's an entire layer of rendering to this process.
One tiny bit of fuck up with the lighting on the green screen, and then you got a shitty ass video right there.
Dude, Susan Diaz, shouts out for killing it on these mashup titles, okay?
Are you taking
I'm just being so professional. Yes, I'm going to get on the phone call.
Live stream?
Hello? Yeah, it's me. I can talk. I'm not doing anything.
Central Intelligence, Kevin Hart, The Rock. Fucking funny ass movie. Have you seen it?
No, I just went with you to get paintballed.
You didn't actually get paintballed.
I know. I just observed.
Oh man, they had great food that day. Remember, they took us to Disneyland.
They took us to the Blue Bayou.
Dude, I want everyone to know right now, when studios want you to really recommend their movie and their home video releases, they hook it up with a lot of fucking food.
Mm-hmm. They buy your affection.
I mean,
I haven't seen Central Intelligence, but it's great.
I mean,
good call.
They say the key to comedy is write and say the things that make you laugh.
That will not get me very far as a comedian.
Hey,
Hey, somebody shouted out 50-50. That movie was on my mind earlier in this conversation when you brought up Seth Rogen.
Honestly, the trope in 50-50 when he starts dating his therapist, that kind of got on my nerves. I was like, of course he's going to date his therapist. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Everything else I really loved about it, but that part of it, as charming as Anna Kendrick is and as underrated of an actress she is, have you seen her on the Quibi app?
Have you?
No.
It's about to be like, you could. We got a free trial.
Neighbors, that's a great one.
Ooh.
Teen Titanic. Yeah, totally. Ooh, Teen Titanic. That'd be so good. You get the kids from Stranger Things and It. You combine them in one movie. They're on the Titanic. Oh, my God.
Please unleash that trend on us where you take popular dramas and make the kid version.
Whatever happened to Ryan Wright? Cancel culture.
Canceled, yeah.
That's what happened.
Canceled him yourself.
I miss John Shorthair.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold
John,
on.
time to cut your hair again.
There we go.
John used to have spiky hair when we were younger.
Mm-hmm. I can find you a picture of it. Probably
It's spiky hair and braces for I think 21 years.
Yeah,
He did have braces for too long of a time.
I had braces for like most of junior high and
Yeah.
a lot of elementary school.
That's why he's so confident.
That's why I love to open my mouth. Just take a look right inside.
Niraj Krishnan. Someone finally said Space Jam. My favorite feel-good music right now. And Niraj gives great recommendations, by the way. Sada and Milan by the Indian band Kayun by Indian. Okay. I have no idea who these guys are, but they sound like a great band because you're recommending the Mirage. Feel-good movie, Full Monty. Good call. John, are you on your phone?
I'm looking something up right now.
You're texting
I
people.
know, I'm also texting.
Oh my God. Can I read your text? Is it private? Is it personal?
Let's
Is
see.
it dramatic?
Your pictures are ready for hanging, and Diana is ordering pizzas tonight. Sorry, I've gotten like 3 phone calls.
Am I able to have some of these pizzas?
Yeah, come on by. We'll toss them out the window to you. Just throw them out the front door to you. And if you need any napkins, you'll have to pay for them.
Where's your family getting pizzas from?
Probably Papa John's.
Papa John did some pretty horrible things recently. I want everyone to know the Humphrey family supports Papa John.
Unwoke, and we are regressing into the worst.
I had
Pizza
Papa John's last week.
So you're part of the problem.
They lowered their prices and shit went terribly wrong. With
And
it.
they've gone out of their way to be like, no, everything's
No,
super
love
fresh,
us. The
guys.
food's so
And
good.
it's so organic. And please, we're not racist. Oh, yeah, but
It's true, though, man.
Yep. Hey, man, people are problematic, and as long as you acknowledge that, you can eat the pizza.
All right, guys. We're going to go through these super chats right now. That's what we got left. I just showed it on screen. And then I'm going to get John home to his family.
Nah, dude, we got another 3 hours.
The way we've done the social distancing, the quarantine rules, like I've seen other channels who are in the same room. Granted, we're not 6 feet apart right now. But we also have a lot less people we're dealing with. The quarantine rules, no less than 10 people in the room. And every day it's been John, who lives at home with 3 other people who are only in home the whole time, pretty much, right?
Yeah, nobody be leaving.
I have masks, and I have masks, several, and I wear 3 masks at a time. I have several masks, and I have gloves.
Much like condoms, that's not actually safe.
Several gloves, and we're very we are super anal. I have so many things to wipe down everything you see here. Olivia's when John leaves the room, I kind of get the impression she does it out of spite. Actually, now
I believe that. I'm a dirty person anyway.
she when John leaves, she's like fucking wipes down everything aggressively. Yeah. And I have John take off his shoes before he comes inside.
I have my own hand towel for washing. Here.
Very anal about those things. Yeah. And but yeah, no, we never have. The one time we had more than John here was when Dan randomly showed up and stood in the back. Even then, we were like, "What the fuck?
What are you doing? What?"
Yeah. So we're pretty anal about everything right now.
Pretty anus.
Things in California are looking up actually in the quarantine situation. Projected numbers expect to go down. I'm feeling good. Anywho,
we have decent leadership in California.
Okay, thank you, Niraj. Appreciate that. Bernie Alvarado, my cat's name, Poopas. Pronounced Poopas.
That is a delightful name.
And that's why that cat has that expression right there. Why the fuck did you name me Poo Paws? Damn you, Bernie Alvarado. Thank you, though, dude.
Thanks, Dad.
Anissa Oliva, you all should thank you for the super chat, my dear. There's a difference between the yellow ones and the blue ones.
I don't know. And the green one, I wonder if they're either they must be by like denomination or something.
Y'all should really react to Jensen Ackles singing. I've watched some of the videos on my own time. Jensen Ackles is a fantastic singer. Sam and Dean. Dad was a dick,
Bobby,
but I wanted to be him. Thank you, Anissa. Philly G singing. Thank you so much, Philly. Singing in the Rain, Charlie Chaplin films, Clue, Best in Show, Mallrats, Goonies, Coming to America. Those are all great recommendations. I've only seen like 2 Chaplin films, but I've seen the rest you recommended, except for Goonies and Coming to America and Clue. But I've seen them all. So
Clue,
thank you for the super chat, dude.
Clue is a
Good
delight.
picks.
Singing in the Rain, yes. Charlie Chaplin, go watch like Modern Times of the Great Dictator or something like that. Great Dictator is a magical movie. But Best in Show, speaking of Christopher Guest, I just watched a movie I had no idea was a Christopher Guest joint called The Big Picture from 1989 with Kevin Bacon.
Right.
It's a movie. It's one of those like movies about movie making, but it's pretty delightful too. So just to piggyback there.
Yeah, Schnepp's documentary was the one about Death Superman Lives. Scott Welsh is saying here.
Oh, yeah.
Jay George is saying, I feel like watching some homeless guys on the streets begging for some coins, and donors are called Patreons. Okay. I think what Jay George said in the comments, not in the super chat, in the comments, he said, I feel like watching some homeless guys on the streets begging for some coins, and donors are called Patreons.
Oh, I see.
I think what he meant to say is, I feel like I'm watching some homeless guys on the streets begging for some coins, and donors are called Patreons.
I was about to say you could just go do that, but then that would be crappy if you just look at them.
Yeah,
you know, like you should help or engage, at least talk.
I just didn't want you to sound like an idiot.
Yeah. Moving on.
Let's go back to the super chats.
Let's go back to the love, shall we? All right.
Oh, Mew-S is asking really fast. Hans Zimmer or John Williams? I would say John Williams. Too iconic of a man.
Boy.
Too iconic, man. And more range than Hans Zimmer. I got to give it to him.
That's probably fair. I think at the moment I'll just go Zimmer just to be devil's
Just to be a
advocate.
fucking asshole. That's what you
just
are.
To be a dick. Scott Pilgrim, though. Good call over there. Katie Henderson.
So Scared J 1999. Coming to America. To Be Loved. Oh, what a feeling. Are they still making that sequel? They are. That's right. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. They bumped into them on set.
Coming number 2 America. Finally getting them back together after the first Coming to America. The first time they'll be on screen together again.
Who is?
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. No, it's Freddie Murphy. And who else?
Freddie Murphy?
Yeah. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Mercury and Freddie Murphy. This is the delusional part of the lives.
You know what I feel like, John? I feel like I'm watching homeless guys on the streets begging for
money,
coins.
and you call the people who give the money patrons. We should go outside and just start begging.
Talk about Freddie Murphy's. And who's the other guy?
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall. God damn it.
An impossible to flub name. Unlike Freddie Murphy, Eddie Murphy.
Matthew Holmes is saying, feel good show, Full House. That's a great call right there. But you know what else is a really feel good show?
Fuller House.
That's even better. You know, I did not grow up on Saved by the Bell, but I want to say to you, Matthew Holmes, what your comment made me think of. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Made me think of the reboot trailer, which I watched because NBC blocks every fucking thing. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch this.
Oh, then I can watch it.
That show looks surprisingly good.
I'm honestly kind of excited to see how it turns out.
It's not it's not a we skipped the super chat. It's not like
a full reboot.
It's not a live studio audience.
Oh, okay.
Single camera. Feels like I think it's from someone who worked on 30 Rock, and it kind of has that vibe. But no, it looks like a good way to update it. I feel like it'd be way better than doing a live studio audience.
Yes,
because that makes it feel weird and dated when you're bringing it back after all these years. Granted, Will and Grace is pulling it off wonderfully, but specifically like a show like Saved by the Bell or these other ones like Fuller House and the fucking Corey and Topanga one. Is that what it's called?
The fucking Corey and
Topanga.
Topanga.
A Boy's Life. What the fuck is that show called?
Oh,
I need to eat something.
There was Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. But
Meets World.
Oh, was that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Girl Meets World. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we are getting delusional because I was about to say something. I forgot completely what it was.
I need to eat something, man.
You want to feel good? Here's a web recommendation. Funny or Die has a series I think is hilarious called Zach Morris's Trash, where they're just these little video essays of somebody breaking down Saved by the Bell episodes, but through the scope of the fact that Zach is a terrible person doing terrible things to his friends. Who never learns anything.
From Funny or Die, the thing that never fails to make me laugh is the James Franco acting class videos he did with his brother.
Actor sniff jackets.
That was my introduction to Dave Franco. Were those sketches, and so I always thought I'd just see Dave Franco as James Franco's brother, and a part of me kind of always does. But I think Dave Franco is really funny. But that was, if you haven't seen the James Franco acting, what is this called? James Franco's acting class on Funny or Die,
acting school.
Oh my god,
acting with James Franco,
hysterical stuff. And James Franco, I hear, is a great guy all around. I hear he's never done anything wrong. All right.
We don't all prefer his brother now.
Anissa, I'm going to combine your two right here. Thank you for contributing. You're so sweet. And you've been talking to me on Instagram after hearing the most recent news. So thank you. You've been incredible. You're always incredible, but especially lately, you've been so sweet. A movie I know is going to be a feel good, In the Heights, since I love the musical. Did you ever see the trailer, John? I know Greg teared up. Greg, a feel-good song, so no one told you life was gonna be this way. That's
BTS.
When Ross got the clap.
Yes. Can't even jump on that
episode, right there.
Oh, that would make sense. So then the only two who don't have it are Phoebe and Joey.
In the Heights. I'm surprised everyone thought it'd be Joey. In the Heights. That trailer made me cry a lot. Whenever I see on Rotten Tomatoes. What's the Blake Lively movie called? The Rhythm Section. Whenever I go on Rotten Tomatoes and I see the Rhythm Section, I always think it's In the Heights for some reason. I think I associate that with the title of Rhythm Section within the Heights for some reason. No real correlation. and so I'm always like, oh, too bad it's got terrible reviews. That's what I always think when I see it. I'm like, the movie looks so good. And I never go back until someone brings up the title In the Heights, and I go, "Oh yeah, that's a different movie."
Yeah. Don't worry, Lin-Manuel is still a treasure until proven otherwise.
Did you ever see that trailer?
I've only seen clippets of it,
clippets of the trailer.
I've only seen a handful of disparate seconds of the trailer. No, I should actually go watch it.
Too bad, John.
I know I'm failing this live chat right now.
Friends in the Office would feel good shows.
King
Sorry,
of the Hill.
we can't talk about Spider-Man PS4. Guys, Spider-Man PS4 is an amazing game. Beat it recently, and I got to tell you, because some people are talking about it in the chat. I really hope that we get some Miles Morales as Spider-Man in that game and they get to play as him. Let me just say this. If people are able to if you're able to play as Miles Morales before he's Spider-Man in the Spider-Man PS4 game, if you don't get access to play as him as Spider-Man in the next one, I'm going to be very annoyed.
Yeah, that seems ridiculous. Why would you not get to play as Miles Morales?
What are you doing, John?
Oh, I thought we had caught up again, but maybe
no, we're never caught up on these.
We'll never.
We're never. Oh, we're almost at the end.
So there you go.
Mimi M, thank you so much, my dear.
Mimi
M, not to sound creepy or come across like a pervert or perhaps get involved in a lawsuit, but I love your avatar.
Yeah, it's delightful. In fact, I was noticing it on Patreon. Thanks for the Earth Gang recommendation.
That's a compliment woman. Dude, I got to shout out Susanna in the chat really fast. I'm going to go Mimi M's. Susanna, you've been killing it. And the Susanna Diaz, you've got the most I think people are interacting with you more than they're interacting with us right now. So you're killing it.
We're gonna find a way to patch you into the next live stream. Stream with you.
Fleabag and Schitt's Creek. Both Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek is fun. I'm not all the way caught up, but that's a fun show.
I have not gotten into Fleabag, but Schitt's Creek is I feel like more. Is that like a Canadian show originally?
It may be because I know a lot of the SCTV folks are from Canada.
I think it started off as a Canadian, and before it came to America. For song, Lean on Me, or just the two of us. R.I.P. Bill Withers.
Bill Withers, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, when I think just the two of us, I think of Mini-Me and Dr. Evil.
I'm ashamed a little bit, but I think of Will Smith's take on the song. It's a full-time job to be a good dad. You got so much more stuff than I had.
And to be honest, I thought that was Will Smith's original song for the longest time before I realized it wasn't.
That and the Wild Wild West refrain.
Yeah.
I've
heard the original at the gas station last year, and I was like, oh, they ripped off the Wild Wild West song.
That's exactly my thought at first, and then I was like, what is happening?
So you can't say your first thoughts on the internet.
No, because then you'll find out that somebody else wrote Soft Cell.
Live streams are always a good idea. Though.
Somebody else wrote Tainted Love.
Archer. That's another great show. Thank you.
Mother.
Jay Jorts is saying Bill Burry and What About Bob and Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah, Groundhog Day especially.
Okay.
Which somebody clarify the real life meaning of Groundhog Day, because I swear that groundhog said we were getting spring, and it's been winter as fuck since like all the beginning of the year.
So Demogorgon Boy 2 in the chat is saying baby daddy. Who's your baby daddy, me or John? Because if it's not me, I'm gonna be offended because you're a guy, and usually the gay guys like me.
Yeah, we can't break this precedence.
We can't break this. The women love John. The gay guys love Greg. Plain and simple. It shows in the numbers.
It's not that hard.
YouTube analytics have shown us that the women prefer John.
They do. They have a sexual attraction.
It's
meter.
a weird fucking analytic they added in their new creator studio platform.
The gay community really seems to like this video.
Yeah. Thank you, BBM.
Yeah, I gotta catch up with Fleabag though.
Almost at
Fleabag
the end.
I have to catch up with.
Anisso, live up. Both of your smiles make my heart smile.
Oh.
Wow, why did we lose so many viewers?
I don't know.
What the fuck just happened?
Plummeted.
Thank you, Anissa. Brendan V, you're so sweet, dude. So sweet. We should follow each other on social media, Brendan V. You've earned it. You've earned it.
Yeah.
You've earned a follow.
You've unlocked an achievement.
You made Congratulations. So like people look at who I follow. So,
well, this Brendan V guy, you must be worth following. Greg follows him.
Thank you, Brendan V. Hairspray 2007 and The Great Muppet Caper, or some more feel-good movies. Not into the Muppets very much. Hairspray, though, that's a good one. As far as TV shows, I would probably say The Nanny and Golden Girls. Yes, I'm very gay. Okay, then, John, you got to read this in the most flamboyant, stereotypical gay guy voice possible. Go!
Hey, I'm gay.
Don't be offensive. Don't be offensive. What are you doing?
Hairspray! See, here's the critical crossroads where I sit here and go,
John up for disaster.
Do I yes and this joke, or do I subvert the joke? I'll just do a little bit of both.
I'm sorry.
Brendan V, is that are you really gay?
Probably.
If so, that's exciting.
Who cares, man?
You know what? I've realized this week, and you have helped me just solidify. Sometime I'm gonna have to watch the Golden Girls, at least a little bit. It's withstood the test of time.
Why'd you react so heavily to the whole is he gay thing? What are you doing?
Because he laughed his ass off.
The whole point is to go, that's normal.
Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Why'd you say
draw
anything?
attention to it? You look like an asshole, John. Brendan, I'm sorry for him, okay?
Are you gay? Are you really gay?
We've never met a gay guy before.
Prove it. How can I tell? I don't know which one to shoot. No, let's see. Any remarks that have been made in jest, just know that we love you and are not trying to look horribly ignorant and intolerant.
No, we're not going to back this up with this whole yeah, baby. Oh,
See, this is a proactive
that's
place.
what I'm talking about. We got Golden Girls here.
If you're serious, I am gonna take at least one of these and start watching Golden Girls.
That's Olivia.
Right.
She is part of the crew. She's the AD.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm
you so
going
much.
to take you. Where's the first season?
You're a wonderful AD, Olivia.
Here we go. Look at that. The journey begins, and Brendan V, I'm going to think of you every single episode. I'm going to figure out which of these lovely... I think I'm a Blanche, but I don't know what that means. So, we'll find out.
My favorite gay porn I once saw was... You know what? It's way too graphic to get into, but there was... Yeah. Anissa,
nothing on the end of that sentence. There just was.
I just feel like I'm hanging out with two homeless guys. May I request a special birthday present from y'all? My birthday is on April 30th. Would y'all do a live stream that day? If y'all can't, I'll understand. But it'd be amazing. You know what, Anissa? You know what? What day does that fall on?
I'm checking right now
because I'm gonna say yes.
That's a Thursday.
Let's try Thursday out.
Let's try Thursday. It'll be like in college. College Thursday was party.
Let's try Thursday out. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, we will do it.
Mark on the calendar.
Mark it on the calendar. John, if I forget, I'm blaming you.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
That's completely
plain
reasonable.
and simple, John.
You should blame me already.
Charzy in the chat is saying Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's another feel-good show right there.
Prince. That's a good call. I used to sneak Fresh Prince on my TV. See, I had a TV when I was a kid that had a combination VCR and an antenna on the top. So I couldn't get much TV, but I could get a couple basic channels, and I would hold up, lock the door, and watch Fresh Prince.
Oh, Michael Ware, your channel is my feel-good show. Your comment is my feel-good show.
What is my favorite UK
Callan
TV
Jackson is
show?
asking John, what is your favorite UK? What is your favorite UK TV show?
Favorite UK show? That's
How John
tough
Campia did like a 7-hour live stream is beyond me.
Yeah.
Because I love being here.
We're not on
like
hours.
right now. I love being here, but he stays sharp for like hours, and I'm like, nah, fuck it. We're hanging out. We're loose now.
Oh man, are we talking recent UK or classic UK? Because recently I just rewatched Faulty Towers, and Faulty Towers is delightful. Classic John Cleese, post Monty Python comedy. Little Britain I like a lot. Obviously we'd be watching Doctor Who. Doctor Who's great. I'm trying to think. There's gonna be some great like British deep cut that I'm gonna pull out at some point and be like, Black Book. I haven't actually seen Black Books. Blackadder is pretty good. I'll just keep this going until you find something else to talk about.
So sweet.
Aw,
So sweet.
yeah.
So sweet.
Baby Daddy
Baby
is
Daddy.
show. It is show.
So I'm not your baby daddy.
Well, you could be. It's also a movie. I mean, Baby Daddy means a lot of things.
Chase Gardner, thank you so much, buddy. Feel Good Show Community.
That is a great show.
Yeah,
I
good
love
call.
Community.
Good fucking call, dude.
Dude,
Thank you, Chase Gardner. Community's great.
Community, and I just
Danny
watched.
Glover.
Yeah, he's terrific on that show, and
And in Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
What's your joke, Greg?
yeah, Mel Gibson's on Community.
Which
Have you seen Community?
Did you mention? When we lived together, John would watch Community a lot.
Mhm,
That was
yeah.
one of his go-to shows.
Yeah, I like Community quite a bit. In fact, I just rewatched the quarantine episode, which holds up quite well.
Flightless Dust. Oh, dude, great
Mm.
Avatar. If you guys haven't seen Onward, make sure to watch Onward.
Yeah.
Thoughts on ST4? Think they'll make another It? What's ST4?
Stranger Things is what my guess was, because they don't call those, they just call those
Oh.
seasons 3, 4.
You young kids just can't spell shit anymore.
Kids and your abbreviations.
Gosh. But thank you for the super chat.
In the same breath, though, you're really terrific. All right.
Well,
you kids don't
in
get enough
response
credit.
to your thing, because you're saying that, we got Kiki Gardner, who is saying, okay, I lost it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is all your
We need
fault.
someone to help man these.
Spaced. There you go. That's the one.
Okay. Stranger Things 4. Well, I think Stranger Things 4, everything we've learned so far, of like Hopper being back is 100% expected. I was never fully sold on it, even though I was sad. I was, of course, it's like I thought it was cool they led with that. It's sad that it's like it's sad that it's been postponed because I was excited. It was like, whoa, this is coming way earlier than the other ones. They got postponed. And I think they'll make another It. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't.
No, I don't think there would be a reason to.
No.
I mean, unless you reboot it again in 10 years and make it all one movie or something.
I was weirdly going to sleep a couple nights ago, and I randomly thought of the opening to It Chapter 2. And if you guys haven't seen that, they guys and what is it called? Dairy,
yeah.
Bunch of homophobic motherfuckers beat up this gay couple, like beat the shit out of them, and then Pennywise like eats one of them or something, right?
Yes.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yes.
So that happens, and it's such like a brutal opening,
visceral, and a very pointed opening. Yeah,
and everyone was talking about like, because I was working on a story, I was thinking about like a good big opening, and then it just randomly popped into my head, and then I was thinking about like, what the fuck was the point of leading with that opening, other than the fact that scene is in the book? Like, apparently that's in the book, that scene.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And yeah, it leads into like Pennywise coming back, but like, why specifically hardcore homophobia, beating up gay guys? Like, what was the point of that?
Yeah, it didn't seem like the movie.
If you're gonna do that, you should do something more with it. I think that ties it in better or has some point to it.
You would have to do something with Pennywise, with it in general, that has some kind of allegorical value that relates to tolerance or any. Yeah, it just feels like like something that says a little bit about what Derry's like at the moment, and here's a horrific set piece, and we're gonna forget all about it,
right?
You know, and it's a bit odd. I don't want them to make another hit, honestly.
See, people are agreeing that Onward needs more love. Thank you guys.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Music Now is saying my feel good movie, My Cousin Vinny.
Yes, I love them. That's one of my favorite movies.
That's when Joe Pesci's like, you talking to me? You talking to me? I'm the only one here.
You're good, you.
Huh?
Yo.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
So many classic Joe Pesci
So many
lines.
classic, man.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's mom.
So Scared J 1999. Thank you, buddy. Mrs. Doubtfire, Drive-By Fruiting, All My Love Poppin'. Good picks.
Drive-By Fruiting. I've never heard of that, but Mrs. Doubtfire is a classic.
Mrs. Doubtfire is a horror movie waiting to be rebooted.
Have you've seen that viral trailer, right?
Oh, of course I have.
Shouts out to my girl Mara.
I definitely owe you food now. Don't worry. I thought about that an hour ago.
Oh yeah. It's okay.
Hardcore Henry. Remember we were featured on like our trailer for it?
We were featured actually
on a poster. It was the only time we've ever been featured on any movie.
We were featured in a couple of their things, and to this day I am going to track down. There was a graphic novel they pulled a bigger quote for, and put on from us. So I got some love for Hardcore Henry.
That was really good.
That was
really well spoken.
I have only gotten more articulate as this has gone on. This is the iceberg right here in terms of
John's gonna be late to his pizza.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, thank you, Brendan V. Yeah, dude. John, you gotta follow him, especially to prove you're not gay.
To prove that I'm not gay.
You're not homophobic.
Brandon, listen. Can you confirm to you would know? Allegedly. Yeah, I'm following you right now, buddy. Shouts out.
We did it, guys.
I just want to shout out a couple other.
The way what Eminem has with Elton John, that's what John has with Brendan V now.
Yes. He's gonna be my go-to.
I'm not homophobic. I follow Brendan V.
The Brendan V. Peace, love, and flaming hot Cheetos. I'm following you back, my friend.
Let you know, no.
Oh, dude. Okay. Some other great British shows, by the way. Spaced is a great British show. I've seen some of Peaky Blinders, which we've gotten a lot of requests for on Patreon. And also Broadchurch, fantastic British show. And MI6 I liked. I'm sorry. Whenever anybody asks, I just want to get good picks.
John, when you're talking, I'm
not listening.
I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat.
Ooh.
All right. Anissa, I love Olivia. If you guys don't know, Olivia is my beautiful and supportive, funny, sexy girlfriend who
been saying Ophelia all this time. Anyway. Jokes.
I want to watch Breakfast at Tiffany's with her and seeing the rain. Yeah, if you have any criticisms towards Breakfast at Tiffany's in front of her, including the whole, Asian thing that goes on in that movie.
No, see, that was like what Robert Downey Jr. did.
Satire, guys.
Yeah, haven't you seen Tropic Thunder? All right. Mickey Rooney is the biggest Asian rights activist.
She knows already the problems, but she'll kick you out of the room. Just saying. But thank you, Anissa. And yes, we'll live stream on that day. You've been unbelievably pledging
You're
so much.
one of our most fervent supporters.
She's taking care of the channel. Thank you. So yeah, thank you. Absolutely. And Jared Penn. I mean, yes, like I'm answering all your questions at once, but thank you so much for all the major contributions you've been doing. Jared Penn, Impractical Jokers, Parks and Rec, Home Improvement.
Tool time.
Wilson had social distancing down.
That's what we should all be studying right now, truthfully.
If you guys haven't seen Home Improvement, Wilson was the neighbor whose face you never saw.
Yes.
Because he always that was the thing, is half right here was always covered. And then even when you come out to when they do some of that like sitcom, like greeting the cast, he'd always cover his face. You never saw his face. Never saw it.
I'm surprised.
I have no idea what the guy looks like. Think about it. He had social distancing down.
I'm surprised there aren't memes of that yet. Like just taking the web by storm. I feel like now is the time.
I wanted to do a meme of fucking John David Washington from Tenet and put a fucking disposable mask on his face and just be like, this guy knew what was coming.
I was prepared.
Yeah. That was always my one. Yeah.
Oh, dude. John David Washington is my feel good movie.
What I'll say to this one is not surprising.
I love that Michael Ware says Hardcore Henry is the best first-person action movie that I have ever seen.
Look at the last one. Oh, John will be your token gay. It's anytime, my friend. See?
Oh, thanks, buddy.
See?
Oh, I have one.
All right, guys.
Gay friend. No, that's not true.
We've made it to the end.
That's it? That's all she wrote?
You're the last one, Anissa. Thank you so much for being you.
That's it.
Thank you to everyone who has been here in the stream the whole time.
Seriously.
Every one of these has provided a different one. This is easily our most unfocused live stream we've done.
This is easily a different day.
It's easily the most weird. It's been a fucking weird ass day, weird ass couple days. And honestly, I gotta tell you guys, I know I started off in the if you're in the beginning, I started off with talking about like some terrible news, and yeah, interacting with you guys has made me feel better.
Worse.
So, no, you guys have made me feel a lot better, and I just getting here to fuck around for the last 2 hours. Thank you.
This is
the thanks is to you guys. So seriously, I really mean it.
Not to pull a weird, like, I'm not trying to be goofy with the reference, but especially with these live streams, it feels like there's sort of symbiotic quality where it's like we all bounce back and forth, and it's like the most fun. Like we do a lot of fun stuff for work, but this is like the most fun. This is actually like when we're editing, it's not really like we're doing it and we're like we make it fun, like the video fun, but it's usually kind of stressful because you're like we got to get this done at a certain point, we get this up at a certain time. So thank you, and we won't forget the bandanas, and sincerely, Chase Gardner, appreciate this additional super chat. Now, Brendan, you can harass me all week for bandanas.
How to Train Your Dragon Trilogy, good call. Daredevil, another good call right there. Thank you, Chase.
You want me thick?
And Anissa, I'd say right now you have earned that.
Numero uno.
Most certainly.
Number one in our
amazing.
hearts.
Stay safe, guys. Love everyone who's been here the entire. Even if you just like checked in, we'll do one next week at some point. Our rule of thumb is like we don't want to make the channel only live streams. Like we love doing them, but we like doing videos where we're shooting, editing.
It seems
all
like
that.
at least
then,
from
we do this.
Yeah, it seems like it's worked out a way where it's like once a week to unwind. This seems like the perfect thing to do.
Exactly.
It couldn't. I don't think. Yeah, this would be the life's blood of the channel. But
No.
yeah, as a weekly engagement, I think this has turned out into something nice.
For someone who's been shedding a lot of tears this past couple days, this has been easily the most positive inducing thing I've done all week, and then especially these last 2 days. Seriously, thank you. I'm gonna go spend some time with my girlfriend right now. I love everyone here. Thank you. And I'll also say this. That sounds like a good idea. See you guys.
Peace. Bless.